hit record.
And
I've already been recording on the sound and whatnot. But go ahead. Say what
okay.
you're saying.
So the top 5, you know
Mhm.
how we give one honorable mention?
Yeah.
You can have 2.
Oh, word. Okay, but then that puts things in a little bit more perspective because
Google is finna really be my friend.
yeah.
Well, can you get that done? Because I want you to have them written down. Like
get that going while we're what you call it, but kind
and
of
I have dates on mine. Bam.
yeah. But without further ado,
Without further ado.
This is bullshit. Write this shit on the back of a bill.
Niggas all better cause I got a little cheddar and my rank is moving out the stone.
oh,
Young fuckers sticking at me, young rappers getting at me. My nigga big predicted this shit exactly. More money, more problems, gotta move carefully. This bag is hate when you get the money like athletes. Young and ice grilling me. Oh, you not feeling me? Fine. Cost you nothing. Pay me no mind. Love it. I'm on my grind, cousin. Ain't got time for frontin'. Sensitive thugs, y'all all need hugs. No man, I'm just trying to do me. Right. The record's 2 mil, I'm just trying to move 3. Get a couple chicks, get them to try to do E. Hopefully they're minority before I reach.
I gotta wake the fuck up.
I don't want much, fuck, I drove every car.
What?
Some nice cooking food, some nice clean draws. Bird ass niggas, I don't mean to ruffle y'all. I know you waiting in the wing, but I'm doing my thing. Where's the love? I said, where's the love?
Hey, Kelly Q walks away.
The Fuji's gonna break up. Every day I wake up.
Yo, so I want to be honest right now. That part where he's like some nice cooked food and nice clean draws. Nigga, I am smooth free balling right now. I
want to say TMI, but so am I. So, but I'm like always at home. You know, at home I don't. I don't wear drawers at home. I don't like underwear. So when I actually buy underwear, I buy nice underwear that makes me want to wear.
Okay, and that's enough of that conversation.
Yeah, but you remember when the first part that I said that was always a nigga to take it too far.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. I jump over the cliff. Yo, fuck that shit. We gotta get shit over the cliff.
So how you feeling today, Kelly? Did you showered and drawed?
I'm dressed.
She said I'm dressed.
I'm dressed.
Oh, you gotta love
That's all the information y'all need. I'm dressed.
Absolutely.
I had breakfast and I'm dressed.
But
are you wearing underwear?
It don't even matter when you eat eggs, ketchup on your fucking eggs, but that's a whole nother topic. Ketchup with eggs is for you free balling motherfuckers. That's what it is.
What? Mm-hmm. You said ketchup with eggs is what? For free balling?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So I guess you had some ketchup on your eggs today, huh?
I don't eat eggs with ketchup. I find it disgusting, and I feel like there's a bastardization of eggs.
Have you tasted them together?
Man, come on, man. I'm black. Yes, of course I am. I had egg sandwiches with ketchup on it, but at my old age now, I prefer not to even touch the shit. Eggs and ketchup, just put that shit on the other side of the plate. Yes, it might mix and blend in like we was talking about earlier, and Kelly was talking about with the syrup from the pancakes and all. Cool. You know what I'm saying? If it's on my plate, I'm gonna eat it, but I'm not doing it on purpose.
You're not purposely mixing ketchup.
Not purposely putting ketchup on eggs. Not purposely putting syrup on eggs. Cheese.
Syrup on eggs is the shit.
Best thing.
Especially, you got pancakes, eggs with some motherfucking sausage and bacon and shit, and even some Canadian bacon too with some syrup.
Man, Leo's is working my nerves on that.
He don't know. He don't know.
No, man, over here. I do know.
Damn, what did my daughter cook this morning for breakfast?
Cheese, she put my salt, pepper. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to tell you, if you got some good home fries with some onions in them, salt and pepper all mixed up.
Yep.
And that little syrup touch it. Ooh, it's
you just
right.
Fucked it up. You just fucked it up.
And because
you just fucked it up. As soon as you said that, I understood.
I am Joseph Quentin's daughter. Big breakfast happens because that's what my mama used to cook for.
I was with you.
So then you had the pancakes, you have eggs, you have home fries all on one plate. And sometimes that syrup go from the pancakes to the home fries, and then every now and again it touch them eggs. So then it becomes a taste that you're used to, and sometimes you don't have the pancakes, but you have the syrup, the home fries, and the eggs. You just leave the pancakes alone. I'm trying to tell you.
On behalf of the Mr. Know-It-All podcast, I apologize for these motherfuckers eating.
Ain't no apologize.
Yeah, because y'all bastardizing.
Because what we like, we like. That's nothing.
Look it.
Don't
That's the
bastardize.
problem with judging people.
There's 3 people on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one that's not eating like us.
But you niggas is
You
the
the
male
odd
and
man
female
out.
version of each other. Y'all were
I don't
born
think
the
he-
same day.
You the
You're
odd
the male
man
and
out.
female version of each other. That's what it is.
What the fuck?
It is.
No.
We
Because-
are.
Y'all
No,
was born on the
25, what?
same
Hey,
day.
Jim.
We can't do that. We can't
You
do that.
can't. You're not going to win that kind of argument.
I get it. I'm just telling y'all what the rest of the world thinks is a bastardization of eggs and breakfast that y'all doing right now. Let me introduce the podcast. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome. Episode.
To episode 30.
Baskin Robbins.
Oh,
31
31
flavors.
flavors. I got that.
31
That's
flavors.
the title.
Is
That's
that
the title of
It
this
might be. It might be. It depends
Hey,
on how
Jim.
things work out. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Listen, it's going to be a flavorful episode.
There we go.
There we go. Episode 31 of the Mr. Know-It-All podcast.
Yeah.
I am your host, Mr. Know-It-All, a.k.a. Keith Saunders, b.k.a. Michael Voorhees, and
What else?
a.k.a. Haiku if you want to be rapping.
Spit hot fire.
Dylan.
And,
My favorite rapper.
and to the left and lower of me, the first and foremost to the left of me is the mouth of the South. You know this nigga. Please introduce.
Hey, Jim. It's your boy, Rough Rider, R.
Mhm.
Dot, a.k.a. Ruffy Hendrix, the general Mr. I'm going in. Point blank, period. I am Ruffy Hendrix, the mouth of the South.
That's great. And below me on the Zoom screen is, well, yeah, it's always different on your shit. All right, your computer's weird anyway. But
He at the bottom.
Yeah, I know. You're below us. Yeah. All right. So anyway, just
on
please
my
introduce
screen, I'm to the right of you.
All right, just introduce yourself, lady. Who are you?
I am KQ, better known as Kelly Q, better known as the Diva.
When?
When is
at
that?
all times.
All righty then.
Drop
All
it.
righty.
Really good today, so this is a good time to be me.
This is going to be a pretty sober episode, folks. Sometimes we're sly, sometimes we're sober. This could be one of those situations where we're sober because we had another Zoom soiree last night, and I was pretty bent.
Speak for yourself. If I want to drink, I'm going to drink. I'm over 21. We're adults.
It's gonna be a sober episode for moi, for myself.
And me too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm drinking water. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to show the label because
All right. We're gonna chill. Oh shit, I did something.
Let's listen. We can
We won
relax
a
and
game.
whatnot.
We won a game today. We won a game today.
Yeah, there we go. There
I'm
we
gonna
go.
take a sip.
That's how it works. But I definitely want to send a shout out to our Spotify listeners, our Apple Podcast listeners, our Google Podcast listeners, Stitcher listeners, YouTube viewers. Make sure that you get with us on Instagram at Mr_Know-It-All_pod. That's on Instagram, and on the Facebook page at the Mr. Know-It-All Podcast fan page on Facebook. And please send all your fuckery over to the Gmail page. You know, Humberto sent us a message last night when we got off. It was like he had some shit he wanted to send over to the Gmail.
Yeah.
So I'm still waiting on that. But send it over at Mr. Know-It-All Pod at gmail.com. That's Mr. Know-It-All Pod at gmail.com for all your fuckery stories, tales. You know what? If some of y'all got tales from the industry or some, you know what I'm saying, some sort of shit you want to tell us, please send that over. We really
won't say any names if you don't want to.
Absolutely. No, we definitely will refrain from saying names. But unless you want to say, hey, look, my name is, you know what I'm saying, Sheila Strummer.
Hey, my name is
You know what I'm
Richard.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I want to get this off my chest. You can do that too. But you essentially don't have to. But all right, y'all. We always start off with the useless fact. All right. I just pulled this one out of midair and whatnot because, like I said before, you know, I'm still waking up. But this is very interesting. Did you know that a magnitude earthquake of 15 would destroy the entire planet?
Yes.
15.
Yeah. So I think the highest that we got up to was like a 8.3 or some shit like that on the Richter scale. It might have been like a 9. one of them tsunami drinks that fuck everybody up. But you get to 15 and we are the fuck out of here.
9.5.
9.5 is the highest we've ever done.
The world's largest earthquake with an instrumentally documented magnitude occurred on May 22nd, 1960 in southern Chile. It was assigned a magnitude of 9.5.
That's a little scary.
Yeah, think?
Yeah, that's only 5.5 away from the big one.
But they're saying, people also ask, is a magnitude 10 earthquake possible? And it says no, earthquakes of magnitude 10 or larger cannot happen. The magnitude of an earthquake is related to the length of the fault which it occurs. So no fault is long enough to generate a magnitude 10 earthquake. So we'll see.
So I don't even understand what the point is. What the point of that fucking fact was. You know what? Fuck
it's
that.
A useless fact.
Saying? Yeah, but it was completely and utterly useless because you got to combine two Earths in order to get one earthquake to destroy one Earth.
That's
this
right.
Is stupid, man. I can't. I'm not doing this no more. You know what I'm saying? And from now on, the useless fact is gonna come directly from my brain. You motherfuckers on the internet is getting on my goddamn nerves with all the fuckity fuck bullshit.
He's not awake yet.
I am not awake. I am extremely cranky. You was talking about breakfast, and I'm trying to sift everything out of breakfast because I haven't had breakfast. I normally don't.
See,
eat
nope,
breakfast.
Wasn't getting on here without some breakfast. Nope.
Yo, I'm tomorrow. I'm gonna be starting my what's that? The juice cleanse, the fucking the green juice shit with the kale and all the fuckery and the fruit and shit like that.
Okay, God bless you on that.
Yeah, cause like I'm in between sizes and I fucking hate it. I wear right now. I wear an extra medium. You know what an extra medium is? I have a 2X shirt on and it's baggy as shit. But then when I put a 1X on, the fucking 1X be like fitting me not a way that I like it. So I done bought some bullshit and I'm looking and I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is this? So I come down the steps, my son like, goddamn, that shirt big as hell. I'm like, fuck you, little nigga. But he's bigger than me. But I'm like
he said, you swimming in your t-shirt?
Yeah, he was like, that t-shirt big. I'm like,
this ain't 2000.
I said, like, I want to come at you.
Y'all remember Friday After Next when they had the Christmas party? And Ricky Smiley was the thief.
Yeah.
And when he got to the shirt, he got an extra medium. He's like, that's what's up. He's like, you need something for the medium. There you go.
But
you
see,
remind me of him.
No, it was an extra medium.
Right. It was an extra small. It was an
no.
It was an extra medium.
It was extra medium. Is what he said.
It was an extra medium.
Here's the funny thing. The reason why I said I got an extra medium because, like I said before, I'm swimming in this big ass 2X shirt. But I think the problem is that I haven't been able to hit the gym like I want to. I always try to have a few little cuts here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like my back is getting better, but I need to have the few little cuts for my arms and whatnot to
calisthenics.
Yeah, to look good in my teeth.
Calisthenics.
Yeah, I know.
Calisthenics.
Don't even.
I can't talk. I ain't been doing shit.
I know what you call it, but you go in the fucking gym and turn into fucking the Universal Circus and shit. You should see this nigga go in the gym and do a pull up, right? And he follows through with the pull up by pushing his entire body up on the bar, spinning around the motherfucking bar, and then coming back. I'm like, you fucking Dominique Dawes ass nigga in the LA Fitness on City Line doing flips and shit on the joint. I'm like, come on, man. That's
core
bullshit.
work. That's my core work. My core strength has always been like, I think part of it is natural. And then I did enough things, running around in Nassau and Daytona as a kid, climbing fucking trees, swinging from fucking trees and shit like that. And swimming, that, it built my core. And so when your core is as strong as mine is, that strength radiates to everywhere else.
Nigga, I love how you try to just ignore your entertainment background and whatnot when it comes to it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, but it was way before that. Like, the fuck, you gotta think. I was doing gymnastics. I did gymnastics as a kid. So that was, man.
Right.
I was a fucking horse.
So I'm just supposed to not believe the other shit you telling me about your
I used to do
your career choice being able to help your shit
on my sets, and I do.
Okay. All right. No, nigga, I just wanted to know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
Okay.
I ain't hating. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
I'll fuck around and be dancing and do some gymnastics in the break dance and shit and make the shit sexy at the same damn time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Lift your hand up, Kelly.
No.
Yeah.
No. I shan't. I shan't today.
She said I shan't.
I shan't be with the shits today.
They hit you with the Marlon John. Look up, Kelly.
Oh man, let me see something. But all right, so here we go. Right, I'm gonna have
ring
some.
the doorbell.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some weird sound effects today. I didn't say. All right, so before we continue going and whatnot, I didn't. One thing that I didn't predict is the fact that I bought a new phone. I got that S20, and I'm feeling good about myself. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice phone, nice little. Samsung is definitely leading the way in some great technology.
Yes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna actually upgrade to the 10.
Yeah, so I transfer all my shit over, and then I'm starting to look. I'm just now looking into my sound effects, and my fucking sound effects pages are gone. My apps is just off. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So
did you do the Samsung switch from the one phone to the second?
I did all that, but it'd be.
They might come over later. They might come over later. Because sometimes I peeped that a couple times. Like even sometimes with people's numbers that's been in my phone forever. I'll go to look it up.
But I think what. Also, I think it deals with the email that you have attached to it.
You said what?
I think it deals with the emails that you have attached to it, because when I save phone numbers on my phone, it asks which email address do I want to save it to. So I have two email addresses that I save, some to this one, some to that one. So if it all comes from,
how do you determine which email address do you set that you? All right, this person,
it depends on who the person
be around
is.
for a little bit, so I can keep their number. He on a 2
like
week probationary period. So
I have my email, which is under my name. So if y'all gonna be around, y'all go to that one.
Oh, okay.
If it's somebody that, if I lose their number, it don't matter. They go to the Freeba email. But I can still connect to both of them and bring them over.
Kelly, we are learning more and more about you. You are a fucking operative, and I'm going to get to the bottom of what type of underground facet that you're running, because it's something going on.
I am an underground operative.
Here's the problem. You just let her know that you're on to her shit.
Yeah, so now she's gonna switch up.
So
she can get 6 more burner phones.
You just threw all the flags up. So she just
no.
By like 100.
On my on the networking game night page, and I'm posting this in the group. We're going to do a quarantine lost and found. I forgot what I called it, but we're going to look for all our scavenger hunt. Excuse me, we're going to do a quarantine scavenger hunt.
Okay. Can you find out where Donald Trump lost his mind at, please?
No, well, here we go. All right, so let's talk.
He was born.
Yeah, let's talk. Before we even start, we're not going to spend a whole lot of time on this, but current events. Well, folks, we recorded early last week, y'all. We apologize, and the day after is when all the fuckery started. Okay, we recorded on Friday, and by Saturday morning, the fuckery was worldwide, and it was sweeping. First and foremost,
fuck 6ix9ine.
Your man's.
Tekashi. Fuck 6ix9ine. You see, I just see.
Did y'all just see?
I just sit in the group. Wayne's new disjoin as well as Snoop's new disjoin.
Yeah, we got 30 seconds to spend on this, so.
Yeah, it's a whole lot. All right, so my son comes down.
He's right.
My son comes down to me and whatnot, and you ever just want to, like, my son give me reasons to want to fuck him up all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a big nigga walking around.
My son wake up.
Yeah. So my thing is,
like,
so he comes downstairs and he like, yo, Tekashi breaking records, this, that, and the third. So what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, he got 1.9 people watching this thing and whatnot, and his song is the biggest stream song of all time, and this and the third. I said it's only stipulational, man, because he's coming out of jail. It's the first thing that he's dropping, and everything around him that's happened. He will do that, and he will do these numbers. He's not going to say that he's going to be the most popular artist ever. It's just, he's riding whatever wave he has. And I'm just sitting up there. I'm like, dude, please.
I believe he's getting too much attention.
Yeah, right. I'm like, that's exactly what I said to him. I said, don't give him that type of attention that he's looking for.
I've never seen a rat celebrated so fucking much.
But here's what he said to me, y'all. He said, Pop, well, if they did all this stuff to you that they did to him, would you be loyal to them? And I really almost cried, because to me, what I needed to tell, like after that, I had about an hour conversation with him. I said, let me tell you something, first and foremost, I ain't gonna put myself in that fucking position. You know what I'm saying? I am who I am and whatnot, and I've always been who I am. So at the end of the day, when you start thinking about it, this nigga rode the coattails of something that he was not prepared for. If you're not that type of nigga, don't try to be that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? He got caught up in a lot of shit. Right. If you're not that type of nigga, don't try to be that type of nigga. So therefore, what happens is that you ride the wave of it, and then you find yourself caught up in some bullshit that you, honestly, you're not built for even a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And besides the rainbow hair and all that extra shit, you're not even built for this even a little bit. So when you decide to go out there, take it past music, because there's plenty of niggas that got street backing, you know what I'm saying, that it ran with criminals, but just didn't decide to be a part of that world. The moment you crossed over and you wanted to do something with that, you need to take all the repercussions that go along with that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of niggas out here that rap, that get money from drug dealers and gangsters and shit like that, but don't live that life. They might talk about it, but they don't sit up there and try to live that life. Nigga, you try for 2 seconds to dabble in that life, and you ordering people to get harmed and shit like that. And then what happens is that niggas is looking for money from you, and you not providing it. So therefore, they doing shit like kidnapping you and fucking your baby mom and all this other shit. This
Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live. I forgot the young bull on there. That's always, he was just dating Ariana Grande. But one of the skits that he just did, because they did SNL at home.
So my Pete.
He did, Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson.
So he did a skit like he was a rapper, and he was hard, and he was throwing up money in the video, and he was like, "It's only $2,000. It's only $2,000."
Right.
He's like, "It looked good in the video." Right. It's only $2,000. and that's all it is. I mean, seriously, the person that has the best line for Tekashi right now is an old line from Lauryn Hill from Fuji Live. Don't play tough, because I'll reverse your earth and turn your flesh back to dust. Dude, you're not relevant. Like, you doing all this to stay relevant, but
it's sad because the kids
cares.
But see, these kids are know. So right there, but that's the problem. They are a future, and they're influential. They're easily influenced. So just like that white girl that snitched on him, did you see that shit? He's moved 2 times since he's made that video, because when he was out there taking pictures with money and shit on a balcony in Long Island, some little white girl seen him out there and went live. I was like, "Oh my God, Tekashi's out here! Tekashi's out here!"
Gotcha, bitch.
Yup. Then his ass had to move. Yeah. It's sad, man. I don't want to talk about it no more. You got something to say about it?
If you can't, first of all, if you don't come from that background, don't front like you come from that background.
There you go.
Who said it? Tretch.
What'd he say?
He said, if you ain't never been to the ghetto, don't ever come to the ghetto.
You know what's funny though? I'm not gonna say that he's not from the ghetto. He's just not of that ilk. Remember hood nigga and nigga from the hood? Remember hood nigga from the hood?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
You got, man, it's levels to criminality. Real talk.
Right.
It's levels to criminality. It's different level criminals. It is.
Right.
I mean, that man, that dude, that weirdo clown, rat, that clown rat.
It's fuckery.
As was already stated, you try to live a life that you wasn't, and you try to ride that wave, and you still try. And I just cannot.
You trying to get street cred off of what?
You snitch, and I don't give a I don't agree with all the shit that happened. But then the same token, nigga, you ain't saying what the fuck you possibly did in the mix of all this shit.
Oh, he never will.
Why all this?
Fredo, I know it was
because it wasn't all just strictly about money. The same token, nigga, you done did some fucked up shit trying to live a life that was not yours, that was not meant for you, in the lane that
you stay in your lane.
So you shouldn't have been driving in that motherfucker. I don't even think you should have been on the goddamn roadways for real, for real.
Right,
But
right.
hey, you got out there, and guess what? You became roadkill, and ultimately,
Right.
he getting too much attention. I'm done talking about the pussy.
All right,
Fuck it.
yeah. All right. So let's just
It's a wrap. It's done.
we gonna end
All I
him
have
with
to say
this.
is,
I gotta take a
Fredo,
shot
I
off
know
that.
it was you.
How does this end?
What?
How does this shit end?
What, the Rona?
No. Him.
Oh, the snitching. Oh, wait.
No. Not how to. No. I'm not trying to.
Oh,
I'm not trying to make
or
it cure
him,
anything.
Tekashi.
With Tekashi, this Tekashi 6ix9ine saga. When they make this movie about it, how does this shit end?
He's dead.
Jesus Christ. I didn't want to be the one to say that.
Please
I'm
don't
with the
make that
shits.
movie.
I'm with the shits.
But
I'm
you know
drinking
what?
orange juice. I'm with the
I
shits.
believe he knows that's going to happen. I believe he knows.
That's why he
it's
moved
coming.
twice since the video.
He knows it's coming, and he's just drumming up as much publicity to hope that when he died, this makes him some kind of legend. Pussy,
No.
you're a fucking clown rat. You'll never be a fucking legend. You rap like shit. Gucci Man,
You're a legendary snitch.
fucking Gucci rap better than you. Nick Cannon raps better than you. Like, are you fucking serious? I'll fuck around and get back to fucking rapping and rap better than you and talk some real shit, some real facts about the life I have lived and the life I'm living.
Time is ticking. His time is ticking. It's
Big
unfortunate.
Facts.
Here's the thing. Here's what I think.
Right.
And I don't know all the details about this dude because I try not to let that into my mind.
Right.
Not only is he going to be killed, and I don't wish that on anybody, but we all see the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
It's going to be someone in his camp. Someone he
You mean somebody protecting him?
I don't know if it's somebody protecting him, but it's
somebody
in
close.
his camp. Yeah.
This nigga's camp right now is the New York City Police Department. And whoever else.
And somebody gonna cut that check.
Do you see my face?
Oh, well, you know what?
Okay.
You're absolutely right. Those
Listen,
are the biggest killers in the world right
that
now.
money.
Do we not remember?
He has money on his head.
Mm-hmm.
He has money on his head. He literally does have money on his head.
There's a bounty.
That's crazy.
Niggas is hungry. Niggas is starving.
Right.
You know, everybody ain't worried about waiting to retire with that gold watch and the pension.
All right, we've given him enough time.
Damn. All right, that's enough time and whatnot on that. That's just yeah, that's
Oh, I thought there was a toilet flusher.
nah. Listen, the only reason why now I don't know if I should be clapping or if I should be moving on to the next topic because right after that the Earl Thomas
play
thing,
Jay on to the next one.
The Earl Thomas thing came to a head. That
What's
shit.
that?
Oh, you don't know? So Earl Thomas is the safety for the Seattle Seahawks. No, I'm sorry. Was the safety for the Seattle Seahawks. Now is the safety for the Baltimore Ravens.
Was he caught robbing somebody or something?
No.
That's not him? Okay.
He was caught doing something. So Earl Thomas.
When you say it like that, first
allegedly, yeah, just listen. Listen to this, right? So Earl Thomas's wife decides to clip up and grab a few of her girlfriends and go to a local snazzy hotel to kick in the door, literally waving a 4.4, literally, actually it was a 9mm, literally, and her girlfriend.
Oh, him.
And she catches him in bed with a bunch of women and his brother. Now, here's the deal.
They had an argument and he left the house with his brother. And then she, with the girls, caught the brother in one room with some girls, and her husband. Okay, I heard about this. I didn't know his name.
Now, here's the deal, though. This was a mistake waiting to happen.
Pull a little baby.
Yeah. No. She almost pulled a Steve McNair. Remember that shit?
Yeah, she did.
Steve McNair's wife killed him after catching him with the mistress. Okay? This nigga, though, this situation is different because she dropped the clip out the gun. So apparently she knew what to do. But apparently she didn't pay attention to the end of her self-defense classes with weapons because the gun that she was waving around and had the hammer cocked back with had one in the chamber. She forgot, she dropped the clip out and forgot to take the one out of the chamber.
Because she had already cocked it.
And she had already cocked it. It was already a go.
cock and
this
then
is
drop
what
the
I'm
clip.
talking
Dumbass.
about, ladies. And
You're
listen,
supposed
I'm
to
not.
drop the clip and then cock.
First and foremost,
Idiot.
yeah, exactly. That was some dumbass shit. Then here's the deal, though. She could have killed this nigga, and she could have killed him. And the chicks with the knives drive me even crazier, because I know you got some ride or die homies, but why you got the gun and your homegirls got the knife?
They making sure they got something.
So what y'all going to do?
They're not going unarmed.
So you shooting
I know
bitches, but they gonna
females
get
like
dirty and cut and stab motherfuckers.
Listen,
That's how the rider go out.
Because as soon as you get shot, you can't really move. So then we can take that opportunity.
Let me ask you a question. No, can I ask you a question?
Wait a minute.
So you
wait a minute.
Kelly, you the rider. Yeah, exactly. That was too much right there. I don't even understand what you were talking about. Yeah, because you had a plot. But look, let me ask you a question, Kelly. No, let me ask you a question. No. Keep your head up. No, listen. If you the rider, right? You got a homegirl, Kelly. I found him with these bitches. They at this hotel. It's about to go down. All right. You know what I'm saying?
That's where women live for moments like this.
Yeah, right. Get a butcher knife. Okay. So here's the deal, right? Yeah, you're not going. Fuck that, cause she ain't about to.
No, I'm really not that friend.
You're not that friend. You ain't. Don't call me.
I have done.
Don't call me, man.
Now, to the grave, or some of the things I have done for my girlfriends. Some things I have stopped.
Okay.
Like some things I'm like, look, guys, I was like, I'm not the kind that will preach. I wasn't a born churchgoer, but I do know that in the Bible it says, "Vengeance is mine," saith the Lord, and let the Lord handle it. And I'm telling you, the moment that week, everything that she was going to do to him didn't compare to what got done to him.
Okay.
Because it was a small world. Shit came back. But I have been that ride or die chick for a couple of my friends. We have done some, minor things, but we're not jumping we're not violent.
So
we're not taking guns and knives because we got other things going on in our lives that we can't jeopardize.
All right.
Anyway, sorry,
understood. So you run up on, but you run in the hotel room. You in the mix. You know what I'm saying? And
she's like, I don't know how to act.
Yeah, but you one of the riders. So you get in there and she goes in there, didn't mean to, shoots one of the girls dead in the fucking face. Are you going to go start stabbing the other bitches, or you going to lose your mind because you just seen somebody's head get blown off and run the fuck out the hotel room?
The second.
Hey, that's my point. Who the fuck is standing around
here's the thing.
After the shot is fired? Start stabbing.
Here's my chance. Here is my chance.
Not only am I screaming,
right,
and trying to get out of there, I will try to pull my friend and get her out of there.
Okay.
If she won't go, I tried to pull you out.
So you at least a good girlfriend to say, "Hey, bitch, you better come on. They coming.
Let's just keep going. We're gonna be throwing.
They coming.
Let's just keep going.
I don't know where we're going.
Take all the cash. Let's stop at one ATM. Let's take all the cash out of our accounts, so we don't have to keep stopping at ATMs and they start tracking our cards.
Yep.
No, so here's the deal though.
Let's get some hair dye. Let's dye it blonde.
You know that Earl Thomas and his wife didn't break up because of this. They still together.
Oh, of course not.
They're in counseling.
So let's say she didn't shoot nobody, and you was the girl that stabbed one of the bitches.
And Andre Rison break up?
Not
after the fire.
Yeah, they did.
They broke up
after the
fire.
After the fire,
he was at court with her. He was at the court with her.
I don't think they were still together after that though.
They stayed close.
Did you watch their little love video thing that they did on BET? It did 3 different versions: Biggie and Faith,
right?
Left Eye and Andre Rison, where he spoke about all of this. The funny thing is, he married someone named Lisa Lopez. Yep, she's Lopez with a Z.
Yep.
You ain't gonna burn my motherfucking house down, and we gonna still be together. We gonna have to
he
really
was
figure
at
some shit out.
Like,
you ain't gonna burn a nigga crib.
He was at court with her. He was. But listen, they broke. They did break up, but they did get back together. And but
when she died, they were talking.
They were still. They remained very close. Although they weren't officially together when she passed. They weren't officially together, but they were still very, very close when she passed. Rest in peace to Lisa Left-Eye Lopez.
Philly girl.
Miss ass.
Yep, from Philly, representing that.
Logan.
But you just not gonna burn a nigga crib
No.
down. I mean, but
but both of them was making millions. Well, I can't say was both
First
making
of all,
millions because
both
she
of
was.
them was batshit crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. This nigga was fighting Deion Sanders with helmets on. And they was throwing punches.
That was a personal thing though. Because
Yeah,
that was like his brother. They felt like brothers. They played together, and then now you come and you on your shit. So it was a jealousy thing of of brothers parting. Having part ways. That's why pretty much the helmet stayed on.
Yeah, back up a little bit from the mic, bro. A little bit. Yeah.
That's pretty much why the helmets actually stayed on with that situation.
Oh, really? But these niggas is goofy. They was punching helmets. I'm not.
They were slapping helmets. They wasn't punching helmets. They were slapping helmets.
That's even worse. That shit hurt.
Well, no, I'd rather slap a helmet than punch a. Listen, I've slapped the motherfucker's helmet. Listen, my freshman and sophomore years in Florida, I was surprised I wasn't suspended for more games.
Yeah, but smacking helmets is just not it's not a smart thing. But, all right, but shout outs. Okay, so all right, last portion on this though, Kelly. Are you shooting niggas?
No.
Yo, are you shooting niggas if you cheating? You catch them cheating? What you doing?
No.
You stabbing niggas? You walking there with a knife?
No, I'm not doing. I am a violent person.
Mm-hmm.
I really do think I have hidden violent tendencies. But I don't think I'm going that far. I don't.
Stabbing that nigga out. Sharpen that motherfucking knife up. Huh?
I don't think I'm that far, like, to go and stab somebody. Like I was just washing dishes and I was just using my butcher knife, and it was some anger going on in my head, and it was just like, no, just put the knife down. That's all you gotta do.
But you gonna punch a nigga in the face though, right?
I think,
punch a nigga in the face.
Oh, I mean, I'm not really. I'm 5'1". Let's just put that out there. I'm not that tall. I am not that big.
Right.
My mama said, if I take anything from the lessons my mama taught, my mama said, don't put your hands on man if you're not prepared for him to hit you back.
I respect that.
I am not prepared for no man. I've been hit. I am not down for any man putting their hands on me unless it's to give me love. So I'll keep my hands to myself.
That's smart.
I might yell, I might argue, I might get in his face.
That's smart.
But I'm not gonna put my hands on his face, because if I put my hands on his face, he might put his hands on my face, and my face is too pretty for that. So what we gonna do is not do that.
You're gonna talk it out, unless you know for a fact.
I'm not gonna talk it out. I might be yelling, I might be screaming, I might be crying, I might walk out the house and drive off.
Would you throw something at him? Every woman I know has thrown something.
Yeah. Hell, I've thrown shit at my son. Please.
So you're an habitual thrower.
I know. You just be throwing shit, huh?
He said, Mom, like he's 15 now, so he had to be about 11 or 12 when I did this.
Right.
But I don't know what he did, but he pissed me off, and I'm laying on the couch, and I threw my cell phone at him.
Right.
And to this day, he's like, you threw a cell phone at me. I was like, I didn't throw it at you. I threw it in your general direction.
No, I was definitely trying to hit you.
No, I said I wasn't trying to hit you. He's like, yes, you was. I said, no, I was trying. No, I wasn't going to hit you.
Yeah,
you trying to hit me, you miss. You trying to hit me, you miss.
Yeah, no,
you shot him, you miss.
I was trying to hit you.
You shot him in the miss. Exactly, you shot him, but you missed. So that was the easy cover up. Nah, I wasn't trying to hit you.
No.
My aim ain't off.
No, you missed. You no, honestly, you missed.
Big fail.
This shit just happens. You missed.
I missed. I'm not athletic, but just know.
Because when you hit somebody, I done had shit thrown at me, and I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just glad that she's a female. I'm like, shit. Like, she was humming that motherfucker. I seen, you know what's crazy?
I've been throwing shit since high school.
My mom is actually nice with it. I didn't know my mom was a tomboy coming up until I didn't believe her, right? Until like
threw
I
something at you
accidentally.
and it hit.
Well, no, I'm gonna tell you, she caught me right. Like, it was the craziest shit ever. Right before church every Sunday, she used to say, "Come help me zip the back of my dress up." This is a mom and son thing, especially when you got a single mom. So you go up there, and she had her head dipped back when I was zipping the dress up, and her hair got caught in the zipper. Nigga, it was that was the rawest form of like the speech my mother ever said to me. She said, "Motherfucker." I was like, "No, chill, but it was an accident." She had a clog, and the clog came off so fast that it hung at my head. Like, and she knew it wasn't gonna be a direct hit, but it was just enough to hit the back of my head as I was going down the step and cause a chain effect because I was running down about the ninth step. I got to about the it's like 13 steps. Got about the ninth step, right? And then it was like a curve, and she hit me in the back, it grazed the back of my head, and it bounced off the wall. And then when I got to like the third step, I slipped and fell. You know what I'm saying? So it was like because I was running so fast because I ain't want the other clog that hit the back of the head and whatnot. You gotta be more.
Be quicker.
Yeah,
You
what the
gotta
hell is
be
wrong
the
with you?
dumbest motherfucker.
Yeah,
Didn't you
y'all,
shave my hair? Why don't you move my hair? Or say, Mom, move my hair. But you want to continue to zip it up, and now my hair done got caught up in this zipper.
That's about right. So she didn't, you know what I'm
We
saying?
have a script.
I had a word simple story. I think I told that one though.
Honestly, just throwing shit at, first and foremost, that's just legendary. When my mom was beefing with her ex-husband one time, and she threw do you remember when they used to have the jar, the lotions, the scented ones in them lock jars? You know them jars with the lock latches on them and shit?
Yeah.
She had one of them. She had the cucumber melon
like
one.
the mason jar kind of thing.
Yeah, but it was but it had the lock seal thing at the top. So he said something at the bottom of the step, and he was like, "I don't give a fuck." She said, "Well, I don't give a fuck either." You know what I'm saying? He's like, "Whatever. Fuck you then." She said, "Fuck you say to me?" And mind you, at the time, this is right before I was about to whoop his ass. I was about to whoop his ass. I was like 17 at the time. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to get in the middle of, the argument and whatnot. You ain't going to disrespect my mom. You can put your hands on her because I'm going to fuck you up. But at this point, now me and him was about to have to fight because my mom hummed a thing from the top of the landing over the steps onto the bottom landing. And her aim was so nice that she didn't hit him. That shit just exploded at his feet. And the nigga looked.
Oh, so all the lotion.
The nigga did all the lotion exploded. He was like, oh, what the fuck? Like the terror that was in his face. So the nigga launched up the steps, and I stood in front of him. I said, "Dog, I will fucking throw you down off of this." What you go? No, she ain't gonna be throwing shit at me. I said, "Dog, you're not gonna win this situation. You can just chill and go to work. Yeah, I mean, go home with. Oh man, it's fucked up, man. You're gonna be abusing me in my crib." I'm like, dog. That's one of the reasons. I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is maybe privileged living. One thing that I can honestly say is I am so glad that I'm married to the woman that I have children with, because if I was dealing with me at the time and whatnot, I'd have had a problem. I'd have had a huge problem because I know the way that I was so overprotecting my mom. I don't even know how the fuck we got here, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Throwing shit is just not a good look. You know what I'm saying? No.
We was talking about relationships and Kelly and violence. We was talking. That's what we was talking about.
Right.
And you asked Kelly if she was violent.
Tendencies.
Yeah.
Yeah. You actually, I got you set up, bro. Your game is pretty good, so you don't even have to go court.
Cool. Yeah, nah, because when we started off, we was talking about the situation that just happened. The football player.
Earl Thomas.
Earl Thomas, and then we went to
talking about violence in relationships.
Yeah, I know. Talk about domestic violence, but women throwing shit at men. But here and trying to. All right.
There's another flavor.
Nelly Luda. Anybody see it?
Nope.
No.
Wasn't really worth seeing. Nelly.
Are they going to try again?
No, Nelly Riley don't need to try nothing again. Nelly Riley needs to try nothing again. Between the thunderstorms and the weird sound and shit. And once you realize,
they said it was something bad going on in St. Louis anyway.
It was like a big time thunderstorm. But at the end of the day, one thing that I can say is that crossover appeal Nelly all day long. When Nelly has sold 30 million records, he's a monster. He went diamond.
hell, he did stuff with
yeah,
Tim McGraw. He did country or whatever. However,
but when you talking about bangers, this
Luda,
Luda all bangers out his ass. I'm like, damn.
My thought process was I wasn't going to watch it anyway because in my head, Luda already won.
Yeah.
Just because I could probably, given a little time, name at least on my hand 10 Luda songs just off the top of my head.
But then
Nelly, even though he good,
right.
I can name you maybe 2 or 3 Nelly songs and a couple of collabos that he did.
Right.
But as far as that, like
bangers all day, Luda got it. All day, that's
like,
Luda. That's hands down.
If you'd have said T.I. and Luda,
yeah,
I think that might have been a better because I can probably give you about 10 T.I. joints.
Yeah.
But as far as Nelly, I like Nelly. Don't get me wrong. I used to love his reality show that he had. I wish they didn't take that off.
I actually peeped like a couple episodes of that too.
It was a good show.
Yeah.
But as far as music wise, like I saw him last summer. I saw him in person concert last summer.
Yeah.
I won tickets for that. But like I knew all the songs he performed, but they were half his.
Right.
And half collabo. So he performed his part off the collabo. So it's not like they were on his album.
Luda had songs he could throw away. That's just really what it was. Nelly is not the versus banger battle type. But you know what I mean? Big shout out to them. That was cool. I only caught like half of it because we was gearing up to do our home last night. So that was, you know what I mean? But
somebody also said
like Luda could have just did it by himself and just mixed into his own songs because he used to be a radio DJ anyway.
Yeah,
so he could have just did a Luda show where everybody been happy.
And the nigga sound quality. I hate when one nigga sound quality just sounds so much better than the other niggas.
A teddy face again.
Yeah, I told you that's why I got that nigga name.
And the
Nelly
thing
Riley
was, they sent out equipment because what's his name, Tim and Swiss were posted that they sent out equipment just to make sure everything was good.
Well, they were supposed
you can't
everything.
Right, you can't equate for the weather. That's going to happen. So
no, but what it is they're talking about taking it on to do it on another like roadcast or something like that.
Right.
But the problem with it is everybody is not on that. See, everybody is on IG. So what happens is that you have to put these battles on there in order to keep the audience. But fuck all that. Big shout out to them.
Well, my biggest thing is I've been starting with the Jill Scott, Erykah Badu one, which was just life.
Who won that?
I pulled it. Nobody won it.
Nobody won. It was just dope. It was just dope. It was just dope. Okay.
I was just looking
the
at
culture
Jill
won for that.
I still ain't peeped that, yo.
I love looking at Jill.
I pulled up YouTube because they have a link on YouTube to watch it. So I pulled up YouTube on my TV.
Yeah.
And that's why I watched it. And that way you get the surround sound, you get the blues.
It's great. It was great.
And,
but
it was great. It was for the culture.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna say something that might be an unpopular opinion. I love Jill Scott and I love Erykah Badu. First and foremost, Jill Scott is mesmerizing.
Give me some Jill.
She might be one of the sexiest women to just look at. She's something hypnotic about it. It's just ridiculous. Like gorgeous smiles. It's crazy. The battle was boring as shit. Battle was very boring. You know what I mean? Like you can vibe. It was for the vibe. It was for the vibe. The vibe was for the vibe. It wasn't, and to me, you know what I'm saying, as a man,
because it wasn't for them. It wasn't a battle.
Right.
See, I think the women, and we'll see if they do any other women, but the vibe.
Lil' Kim versus Foxy.
That's what.
I don't want to see Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim better put a picture up and talk behind that picture. I don't want to see her face.
I want the Notorious K.I.M. picture.
Real talk. Right about now, if it was a Cardi versus Nicki battle.
Cardi.
First, that wouldn't. Nicki would mop her ass up because Nicki been out. Nicki been out way
Nicki got
longer.
too many bangers. I love Cardi.
Does she have bangers or does she have banger collabos?
No, she has all kind of bangers.
Collabos and bangers.
I'm not a Nicki fan, as you can tell.
Yeah, she has.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't. I'm not gonna take nothing away.
I think I enjoyed her when she first came out.
A lot of her
after a while,
her voice.
Something about her turned it.
So I let
something about her turns me off. You know.
All right, so yellow states. Everybody is switching over now. They're going from red to yellow. If y'all unaware what that means,
I think some of Pennsylvania is yellow, but we're not.
Well, see, at the end of the day, you know reason why, because we got more in the city of Philadelphia than the entire fucking side of the state has.
Yeah.
Altogether.
We should go up the area.
Nah, you know what? I'd rather be quarantined here than really like live there when not quarantined. Like, because it ain't really shit to do. Like, I mean, we've lived there before, so we kind of know.
Spot.
Yeah.
Go to the spot.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing they got to do.
Somebody's house.
Listen.
John's Chicken Wings. That's about it. You know what I'm saying?
In NBC News put a joint about 10 hours ago.
Yeah.
Hundreds of villages locked down in northeast China after fresh coronas outbreak.
Yep, second wave. They're talking second wave.
It's already coming, motherfucker.
Yeah. Second wave.
This shit like it's about to fuck up our birthday, Kelly.
No,
I'm telling y'all, I told y'all asses.
We will not breathe life into that thought process now.
Fuck y'all. Fuck
anyway,
my birthday. Next topic. I ain't hating though, because I want, you know what I'm saying?
We had a good time on your birthday.
I know, but shit, I want to be outside for y'all birthdays. This is fucking trash. Like, and that's out of the point. Like,
we need to be having a patio party for July 25th. Right? Okay, I got one for you. Yeah. Just skimming through my Facebook timeline. And Ashanti is opening to battling Keisha Cole.
All right. We're going to stop this
Keisha Cole all day. That's Keisha Cole.
Because I don't want to know. No.
That's Keisha Cole all day.
First of all, who cares about either one of you?
That's good. My nigga. Look, and that's what we're not going to talk about. I love Ashanti. God damn, you talking about black.
But she made 15 songs saying baby.
Baby.
Listen, I just don't listen. Can I be honest with you? I don't want to hear with all this extra non-main event bullshit. It takes enough to get people geared up for people that we care about. Let's cut the fucking sidebar bullshit. I don't want to hear Ashanti and Keisha Cole battle.
I don't want to hear the same song 19 times by both of them.
I don't want to hear baby 1,500 times.
They don't have enough.
And just 3 songs.
Good songs.
I'm gonna tell you the battle I want.
What's that?
And I've sent this to them in chat rooms or whatever, and on Twitter. I've been trying to get this message to Timberland. I want to see a backwards battle because Timberland and Pharrell. If you've ever seen the interview that they did together, they're like supremely huge fans of each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they will do it like it was an interview they had like on stage, and Pharrell was talking about a song that Timberland did, and he was like, when I heard, and he started doing the beat with his mouth, Timberland is like smiling, like he's like, but I'm telling you, man, when you drop whatever beat he did, they're such supremely huge fans of each other. I would love to see theirs, but
we're not going to see that.
I want to see Timberland play Pharrell's music, and I want to see Pharrell play Timberland. I'm gonna tell
you, you know what it is. First and foremost, these beats, these versus things, you couldn't do tournaments for it. You couldn't do like a situation where somebody would actually win and keep moving. And the reason why you wouldn't be able to do that is because of the fact that once you play your shit, we've now been reintroduced to your shit. So if you come back next month and do that same thing again and play more of your shit, you lose credibility, you lose kind of stamina to the next person that we haven't heard this shit in a while. Yeah. It's just being reintroduced.
You can't do the verses can't be like
Luda couldn't battle
like
the
basketball grids that we do like for the Sweet 16 or who's going to go to the Final Four.
You can't do that.
We can't do verses like that.
But Luda couldn't even do that shit with T.I. right now because of the simple fact that we just heard so much of Luda last night.
Right.
We heard so much of Luda last night.
I'm not saying do that one again because once somebody has appeared, it's a wrap.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. It's a wrap.
But I want to see Timberland when we're looking at Teddy Riley and Babyface. They're artists, but they're producers. the biggest thing. So they can play
I
all
get
the
that.
music they've done.
I get that.
I
and whatnot.
want Timberland not to
Mhm.
play his own music.
Right.
I want him to play his favorite Pharrell stuff. I want
get that.
Pharrell to play his favorite Timberland stuff
I just don't think. I
and
think
keep
that
it pushing.
I think that they do a good job with bigging up each other when it comes to certain things. I think that this will be a situation that goes on the road. Maybe we'll see more of it when it comes city to city, after everything is said and done. I just don't think that some of the stuff that we want to see, we probably won't see. But I just don't like the meshing people together, the fucking Keisha Cole and Ashanti. You can keep that shit. So that's the wrap up on that fucking on the on all the current events, because we still quarantined and we still talk about shit we watching through the computer. I was gonna bring up some shit that I heard about some podcast beef, but I will not do that because I don't.
We will not give life to that. We will not give life to that.
I'm not gonna do that. Yo, but we are gonna talk about.
We're not involved in it.
Not
so
involved.
we don't.
We're not. All right, fan topic.
Ben, I ain't getting in it.
Yep, there you go. Fan topic though. This is something that I've seen a whole lot of, and it has to do with what's the biggest way that I could so people put this shit up all the time. I know a lot of artists and I know a lot of creators. I know a lot of people that are you know what I'm saying, that are a part of what they're a part of. They rap, they sing, they fucking produce. Ergo they podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like even all that shit too. My topic for the day is the support of friends' dreams and businesses, whether they're black or not, versus support for mainstream businesses and artists.
Say that again.
Okay. You ever see somebody post something up and say, I see you niggas in line for the On the Run tour, but your homie that you've been friends with for 20 years put 10 shows together last year and you never went to none of them. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about support friends, dreams, and businesses versus support for mainstream businesses and artists. You understand what I'm saying now?
Yep.
What do y'all, all right, so I can speak from this firsthand. I really can. You know what I'm saying?
Both can.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a rapper fucking, almost 20 years. And one thing that I can say about that is that it's tough to sit here and tell you that I got all the support that I felt like I should have. But then at the end of the day, you always look at it like, I'm the type of person, maybe it's the Aries in me, maybe it's just who I am as a person. I don't feel like anybody owes me anything. I'm always been like, yo, if you support me, I'll support you. You know what I'm saying? It's a love, you know what I mean, type situation with that. Do you think that this is stronger in the black community? Is there something playing in the background?
I'm hearing like a glitch or something.
Like a glitch there? I don't know what that is. Do y'all hear that?
I keep hearing it.
Yeah.
And I don't have anything playing.
Yeah. I don't know. That's weird. But do y'all the deal is, do y'all think that this is a situation that's stronger in the black community, or is it just stronger in
America?
Just our maybe in America? Yeah, that too. America, or in our generation.
I can only speak for America, but but I just think I don't think it's a black community thing. I just think it's unfortunately a thing. Those who want to support you, those who can support you, will find a way. If they can't support you financially, they find a way to, get your name out there or say, hey, you should check out my friend. And those that don't want to support you will either hate on you, pour a little salt rock into your game, or just ignore it completely. So I don't think it's a black thing. I just think it's a thing.
Okay.
I'll say it.
White, black, Puerto Rican, Asian, whatever. I think if people want to support you, I mean, and it's not just friends, it's friends and family. It's associates. Those that want to support you and big up you will. And those that don't, won't. Like, you ever hear somebody say, congratulations on your party?
Yes.
You ever hear somebody say congratulations on your little party?
Ooh.
Now let me ask you.
I mean, that's a blatant show of shots. That's a blatant show of shots.
Look, I heard about you and your little party.
But wait.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
But it's usually more black people who are doing that.
And see,
unfortunately, white people are trying. White people are trying to steal that too, but on a majority basis, and this is from personal experience, and this is from watching others as well in different forms of business and entertainment and promotions, and clothing lines and food, you know, because I deal with so many different people, and I've dealt with so many people because of the life I've lived. I've seen this shit. I have motherfuckers who will be a prime example. I throw shows. As an entertainer, I'm also a promoter, as well as a DJ, a host, etc., etc., etc. Mother's Day, just of course missed our annual Mother's Day show. And it's funny because I got people who I knew, honestly, was not fucking coming to the show. We're going to be blatantly honest about it.
Okay. Because
they're the same ones who'll hit you. As soon as the flyer is up, I definitely got to get my ticket when you want it. I'm gonna let you know the weekend at the next I get paid. Okay. And this will be 2 months, 3 months before the show. Like every fucking post I put up about the show. Then the week of the show, stop liking the post as much. And then I get a DM the day of the show while I'm at the event. Oh, this came up, or this happened, or this person got sick, or
somebody making excuses.
Right.
But so, you won't support me, but you want.
It becomes a point where you know who to invite and who not to invite.
I honestly, besides for it,
you put the information out there. Those that really want to get a ticket, I had people even for my game night. I had one of my girlfriends say, I know that I'm not going to be able to make it, but I'll still buy a ticket to support.
Okay. Right. Yeah, absolutely.
She lives out like way out in the county somewhere, but she's been to 3 different hair salons. For a while, not only was she my friend because we went to high school together, but she was my hairdresser. So wherever she was, no matter what the drive was for me, I still went to her salon to get my due did and support instead of saying you're too far out. I'm gonna find somebody else. I was digging the way she was doing my hair. You know. So it depends on the person. If somebody wants to support you, they will support you.
So my thing is that here's my thought in all this. I think that what happens is that human beings have a tendency, especially in popular culture, to ride the shit out of a wave and then act like that they're not riding a wave. The reason why you'll wake up early in the morning and stand in line for 10 hours for a pair of tickets to a show where the motherfucker don't give a fuck about you is because you feel as if half the people that are standing in that line feel as if that, okay, this is an ultimate point in entertainment, that I want to be entertained by people that I feel like are my favorite artists. Then you have, which I can respect that. Then you have the other half of people that are just there because those first half people are there, because they understand that this is the thing to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Just like
who knows when next time this show is coming.
Right, exactly. So they're there. They're like, oh, well, fuck it. I got to, this was going on and everybody's loving it. And I got to make sure that I'm there for it too, because I don't want to miss out. But, okay, so let's just separate that totally from what happens when somebody that you know locally has been doing something. You know what I'm saying? For so long, or they put themselves out there, or they, you know what I'm saying, asking for support. They're not.
Prime example. Look at this shirt I'm wearing.
Right.
Look at this shirt. Lion breed.
Support. They're not asking for the support of, or saying that, okay, I need you to be aboard the whole time. I just want you to check some shit out. You know what I'm saying? Ergo, even like with the podcasting thing. When I ask people to check it out, I'm like, yo, check out the podcast. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, you don't like it. That is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's always something to do. See, what happens is that there's a division of what people want to do and what they're willing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and that's the whole point. But
here's the thing: you see how people are concerned about you depending on where they spend their time.
Right.
You know, it depends, you know, where people mind go when they think of you.
Yes.
So
Right.
if they want to actually spend some of their time listening to the podcast, whether it's in the car, driving home, on headphones while they're at work, like I used to do, listening to it.
Right.
Just, you know, just to get through the day. But if you're willing to, you know, put that into your schedule,
right,
you show that it's worth your time.
But the congratulations,
like when you started your podcast,
right,
and you posted it, I was like, you know what, that's Keith, that's my peoples, that's my young boy, that's my little brother. Let me see what he's talking about.
Right.
And I'm listening, like cracking up, just breaking up the monotony of my day.
Right, exactly. Right.
You know, not just listening to my music, but, you know, listening to someone talk, because most of the time I was in the office by myself, you know, gave life to it, and I would tell people about it. So I may not be able to support the podcast financially, but I can help throw people, you know, listeners your way, because I know once you get your listenership up, then it helps you get to the next level.
Well, see, which we are looking for sponsors.
Yeah, absolutely. But here's the thing, though, and somebody else put this on. It might have been on Facebook or Instagram. I think it was on Instagram. They said, "Okay, look at they showed an empty. They showed like a big stadium with like 10 people in it, and they said the support when you're on your journey, and then they showed the full stadium and said your congratulations when you reach your goal." And this is what I'm talking about. The world is based upon what a wave does. Let's say that there's a distribution situation that comes out of this podcast tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And they're able to put us up on a platform where we go from, you know what I mean? We go from 100 listeners and watchers a week to 12,000. And we get all types of situations, and everybody is
Hercules.
You get a billboard and whatnot, and this, that, and the third. Why is it that when success comes about, people come out of the woodwork when it comes?
So everybody once it's.
I knew you win. Win.
That sucks. That's
no, I'm not saying that's good.
No, I know. I know
that's
you're not
what
saying
it
that.
is.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, think
but
about
that's we're getting in.
People that have businesses, and everybody that you know that's, you know what I mean, is making dinners or has a small restaurant or doing cupcakes, or you know what I'm saying?
Those are the worst.
What?
The worst.
The horrible gummy? What?
My son has specific.
We talk about, if for those that can't watch us right now, we're talking about some gummy
instructions. And when he goes to the store to buy his mama some gummy worms, he can buy me any gummy worms he wants, except for those.
Wow.
I get sick on my stomach every time.
Of course you do.
Every time I eat Haribo's.
But
anyway,
that's what I'm
sorry
saying.
about that.
So okay, so here we go. All right, so and that's my whole thing. Ooh, I got a big that brings me to the mind of Saud. Of Saud. Country cooking, Saudi Ashura. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Camel Mile. What, nigga, don't laugh. That's what they was calling her. Camel Mom. Remember, she bought the
the camel chick.
set.
They said her food was horrible.
Oh God. See now, Kelly. Okay, boom.
I mean, just from what I heard online.
I'm not because I'm not attacking you, but what I'm doing is I'm trying to bring light to kind of what I'm talking about when it comes down to it. Okay? Yeah. People come from state to state to buy platters from her. You know what I mean? She has over 400,000 followers between Twitter and Instagram, and I don't know if she's on Facebook and whatnot, and she got a saying, and she's closed deals with the local ShopRites and stuff like that. And you're talking about a hustler. And the one thing I can say is that, is her food horrible? No. Is it like my grandmama food?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Is she cook like my wife? No. But that's to me.
Right.
Now, you give a situation to the masses and you say, hey, look, I'm coming down to get me one of them Asian bites Jones with the double mac and some cornbread, and the fucking platter is super duper husky. Sometimes people, you can make up in your own mind, like, shit, I would order a platter from it. You know what I'm saying? My thing is that it's all up to interpretation. People don't like McDonald's. I hate McDonald's food. You know what I'm saying? But I like Five Guys. But I don't eat beef. I don't eat beef no more. But when I used to eat beef, I used to like Five Guys.
I wasn't impressed when I went there, yo.
But do you want to see? All right, so boom.
Prime example.
That proves my point.
I was fucking up them peanuts though.
Hey, the peanuts. But that's what I'm saying. Think about, like, all right, so all three of us have different aspects of it. The reason why I say it becomes a problem, shut up. They put peanuts. You know what? I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. You know what I'm saying? They got peanuts at Five Guys. And first of all, I don't even eat. I haven't had Five Guys in like 7 years. You know what I'm saying? Because I stopped eating beef. But
I had one. The Jonas C line. Jada wanted it so bad, so we all went there. Right. 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. And I mean, the burgers was decent. The prices to me were too fucking high.
Yeah, the price is always going to be high at Five Guys. Because it's not essentially a fast food restaurant. It's more like one of them.
I understand that, but y'all specialize in burgers.
Brick and mortar type.
But you specialize in burgers.
Okay.
The price of the burgers didn't match the taste of the burgers.
Nigga, you done lost your fucking mind. Them burgers worth every bit of that price. See, and that's kind of what we saying. That's
everyone has
my
a different
point, bro.
taste. Like I might swear by something that you guys like. People will ask my opinion, and I'll say my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't take it down as facts. Just take it down as my taste.
Yes.
I like this. I don't like that. Like, give me Wendy's fries. Fries and a chocolate frosty. I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
They said you're gonna take Wendy's
fries
like the
vanillas?
McDonald's fries.
You like
all
vanillas?
Day. No,
No,
it has to be a chocolate frosty with the salty sea salt Wendy's French fries.
All right, I ain't ate today. You niggas is the worst.
Listen.
Talk about food.
Listen,
we gotta do this right now.
Fry and the frosty.
I get you on that, right? Nah, I got something else for you though.
It's the salty and savory.
Get some of that chili sauce. Put some of that chili sauce on the fries. Oh my god.
All right,
I don't like chili, so there you go.
So here we go.
But that would mix nice with your frosty.
I'm gonna tell you what I want you niggas to do now. Now that y'all basically proving my point. No, y'all have proven. Yeah, that too. Please take a laxative after this shit. Y'all proving my point. So now what we're going to
everyone has different tastes.
Right, but everyone has different tastes. But now we have so many of these of not only black-owned businesses, but of minority-owned business, or people just looking to come up, the mom and pop shops or whatnot. Now, what I want you to do now, that's going to be our challenge for the summer. We're going to have a lot of fucking time this summer. There's going to be a lot of delivery services and all that. But what I want y'all to do, find something in y'all area. And I challenge all the listeners to do this as well. Pick different restaurants and find the shit that you like. Okay? And then when you come back, we'll revisit this conversation later on, and we'll say, okay, this small business that I've supported and I continue to support got the best boneless wings out there. They got the best such and such French fries out there. And the reason why I say that, because it leads back to my bigger point of when supporting each other. And it fucking sucks, because at the end of the day, let me first and foremost, can I be real honest with you? No, but I'm going to be. Fuck it, I don't give a fuck what you say.
You can't be honest.
No. I'm gonna be real honest with you, because I've always had a problem with this type of situation and whatnot, because except being a rapper was one of the things and whatnot. First and foremost, my pen game is second to very few. And it's always been second to very few. No. This is not even a humble brag. This is not a fucking humble brag. This is just a brag. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord blessed me with the gift of gab.
Okay.
It's not a humble. I'm not even being humble. Like, I honestly, at the end of the day, and I've always felt.
You know what it's hitting for.
Yeah, right. I've always felt. You know what I'm saying? That from the moment that I was able to put words together and it sounded clever, the sky was the limit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I never sat up there and blamed anybody for the fact that I didn't make it to where I wanted to be or whatnot. But one thing that I can say is that even as I was progressing and doing things on my own and whatnot, there is a support deficit that comes along with that. And we always talk about Philly, you know, remember the shit, PSP, Philly support, Philly this, that, and third, and blah, blah,
It's
blah,
hard.
right?
It's hard.
People from Philly have a mindset in which that they about them before they about anything else. But if you make it and you're successful, they're the biggest dick riders you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You've never seen anything like it. And that it's Philly, it's New York, it's all types of East Coast shit. But down south, on the other hand, they got 15,000 different rappers out down south. And they support each other. And that's why the niggas always get
it's clicks. It's clicks down south.
It's not even that. It's not even that.
It's clicks that's usually based off pretty much like Philly or be North Philly, West Philly, you know what I mean, niggas, South Philly niggas, Southwest niggas. It's broken down pretty much the same damn way. That's why if you hear prime example, what you hear Tip thing, Bankhead.
Yeah.
That's that, you know what I mean? That's his area. That's where he from.
Right.
Migos, Northside.
Okay.
So
right.
It's the same. It really is the same, but we're all like kind of squished in together, while in the South they kind of spread out.
Okay.
And it's like it's a whole lot of them motherfuckers, but the way shit is spread out, it's a little bit different. You know what I mean?
But
it's still the same.
But it's sad because the way we move and the way we talk about
and it goes to so many levels. It goes to so many levels. I don't know if you guys. He's from Philly. He's a singer and an actor named Chad Shepard.
Okay. No,
he was Jada Pinkett's brother and Set It Off.
Wow. Okay. I remember that guy. Yeah,
he's from Philly. That guy. So he was in Queen, Set It Off, The Parkers, In the House. He's been in a lot of stuff.
Okay.
He's a singer too.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a singer too. He can sing his face off. Okay. But trying to get support here in Philly is ridiculous. Like he had a CD out. It was a good CD. I bought it. I purchased it. But I'm also friends and business associates with the Convention and Visitors Bureau. And they had, for about 4 years in a row, had an event at Penn's Landing called Global Fusion, where they brought in acts from different places. En Vogue performed, Brandy performed, Life Jennings was there. Different events, you know?
Right.
And so I knew that they were working on it. I was like, hey, y'all should check out Chad Shepard. That's Philly grown talent. He's been in these movies, whatever.
Right.
And it was just like, fell on deaf ears. And I actually bumped into him a few years ago coming out of Warm Daddies, because he had performed at Warm Daddies. And I was talking to him and I said, you know, I'm a big fan, support, whatever. You know, I was trying to get the Convention and Visitors Bureau to reach out to you because, you know, you feel like he is like, that'll never happen. He is like, it's so hard to get support from Philly until you're actually on a global plane. He is like, the Roots had to go to a different country and blow up in Europe before Philly even said, you know, outside of the neo soul area that Philly was hitting with.
I get what you're saying.
Now everybody's like, Philly's on the Roots.
But see,
they can steal each and every one of them, except for Questlove probably, and I forgot the lead singer name, Black Thought. But I hear his other name when I watch Fallon.
Tyreek,
I hear Tyreek. Outside of those two, the rest of the Roots can probably and have been walking around Philly without anybody being, you know, on their top.
No, you absolutely right. I don't want to sit up there. I don't want to do that to them, though. Because this is what
I love them.
No. I just don't want to make it about Philly. I don't want to make it about Philly when it comes to this, because I want to delve more into the state of mind that goes along with the fact that we don't for some reason we don't have that in us, right, to have that support factor. And to me, it could be regional, it could be person to person and whatnot. But at the end of the day,
I think it's all of it.
Like
I think it's all of it. It's a story I want to tell. It's a story I want to tell that I can't tell because it is too personal. But support comes from your inner circle all the way out to your neighborhood, to your region, to your state, to your country.
Right.
It's either going to happen or it's not going to happen.
But I'm gonna tell you
And
what
it may happen from
Mhm.
the person that you least expect it
Right.
from.
No, absolutely. And here's
The support that you think you're going to get from this
Right.
person is
Mhm.
actually the support you get
Right.
from this person, and
Yeah,
it becomes too much. It
you're
becomes too
absolutely
much.
right. But one thing I'm gonna tell you is that a lot of it is based upon you want to see what support. You want to see what the exact meaning of I'm not supporting this or whatnot for a selfish reason. Put somebody in the same position that you are with the same goal, trying to achieve the same thing at the same time, and look equilaterally, look parallel to what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? And if your situation is moving better than theirs, 10 out of 10 times that person will look at you and ask you for help. And then if you ask them, well, why didn't you help me when I needed help? They wouldn't have an answer for you.
Yo.
And that's kind of the point that I have because I've seen it. You see it all the time. Look at all the people that were stars, right? And they got approached by somebody who is now a superstar. And they're looking at them, they're like, yo, like, and that star now has to look at the superstar and say, and ask them, yo, can you put me on something? And I wonder if anybody ever looks back and says,
I felt like that.
Right, nigga, when I needed your help, why didn't you look out for me? So now when you need my help, why, you know what I'm saying? Why, you know what I'm saying? When I needed your help, why didn't you look out for me? But now that you need my help and I'm in a position to give it to you,
I'm supposed to readily.
Exactly. I'm supposed to
hand it off.
But
no,
you know, they look at it as seniority. They start saying to themselves, oh, well, nigga, I was here before you. Yeah, nigga, but you haven't been here as long now, and you haven't been as relevant as long. So what happens in the greater scheme of things? You know what I'm saying? This shit happens a lot. It happens a lot.
What about when you have seniority and you've helped someone on their come up, and now they're, you know, because of fallback, they're, you know, up there, and you in turn ask them for help. Then they say and they look down at you like,
I'm going to say a statement, and that's going to be the end.
And I've dealt with that, and I've dealt with that personally.
Because we about to get personal. We don't want to get personal.
Right.
Air and shit the fuck
out.
I'm
going to say this statement, and then watch we move on to the next one.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to the next one, which is
the same person you meet on the way up. Is the same person you meet on the way down.
You are absolutely right. You
can either put your hand down and help pull up, or you can fall down yourself.
Exactly. And with that, I wanted to talk about something. This actually you know, that's kind of what
that's what the podcast
like to do.
is.
Yeah, podcast like to talk about shit.
Yeah, real shit. We talk about real shit.
We're coming into a time and whatnot where, you know, all the corona shit got shit all hemmed up. You know what I'm saying? So we understand that and we get it and we respect it and whatnot. No, we're not talking about corona. No, we're not.
You can't help but deal with the fact. It's the fact of life. It affects all of us.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Every one of us. God damn it!
I'm not.
Fuck that bitch.
But I'm not talking about her.
Ruffy, right? Don't go live anymore showing your computer and your feet.
Oh, no. Yeah, because I was trying to see her out.
He's a nasty nigga.
I saw
anyway,
leg and feet. Way too much. Way too much.
So here we go.
It was one of the normal two.
Here's another situation and whatnot. And you know what I love about being black and having a black podcast? I love my white listeners and I love the white people that support us and whatnot too. You know what's funny though? A lot of these issues don't just be black issues; they be white.
They're issues. Not. They're only black issues because we're looking at it in our frame, but you don't know what Karen is dealing with in her house, because she could be dealing everything that happens in
Why
your
Karen?
House.
Why Karen?
That's her name.
It's Karen. That's
but
Karen.
everything that's happening in Keith's house could be happening
in Billy's house.
Word.
In Billy's house.
At Karen's house.
Yeah.
Oh, Karen. Okay.
Keith and Karen. Hello.
I got it. KK, I get it.
Right.
Right. Okay, KK.
Everything that's happening in Keith's house can be happening word for word, moment for moment, instance for instance at Karen's house. And then she thinks it's a white Karen issue. He thinks it's a black Keith issue. It's actually a husband and wife issue, no matter what the color is.
That's great. No, you are absolutely right. That makes a lot of sense. So, okay, so instead of scrapping that, the coveting of money.
Women will forever do that.
No.
Women will forever do that. I said it. I said it, and I stand by it. I said it, and I will stand by it.
I don't think that's the road he was going down.
That was not the road I was going down.
No. Let me. Can I continue? Can I continue it?
No, because that's not where he was going.
Because I don't want to continue that.
That's not where he was going.
Where I wanted to go with that or whatever. I wanted to talk about
he in his feelings about something.
I know.
So we're not going down that road.
It wasn't. It was.
Bro, I promise you we'll get back to that. I promise you we'll go
back to that.
We'll go not this episode, but we'll get back to what he's talking about. Because damn it, Kelly, I do want to talk about that. But listen.
No, you don't. No, I don't.
All right, listen.
No.
Smoke.
Shut it. Smoke your friend.
So here we go.
This is a cigarette.
But the coveting, what I'm saying is that the coveting of the money. Okay, all right. So here we go. I want to kind of not saying no names, not saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I've known people that have moved with money in a way that is so unethical. If that's a word, I think it is.
Unethical.
It is
unethical. Thank you. Unethical. That what it does is it actually.
They made some funny money.
No. I'm talking about.
They made money funny.
No, not made money funny. They used money or finagled money funny. Here, for instance, okay.
Yes.
If there's core values that go along with all this and everything that we do, there's a core value in who we are.
We have morals.
We got morals. Okay.
Some people don't.
If I drop the $50 bill in, I got cousins that if I drop the $50 bill in the house,
you'll never see it again.
They wouldn't give me my $50 bill back.
Drop it in the house. Mine.
Right, I dropped exactly.
Finders,
but yeah, I'm saying, yeah, exactly. We family. Fuck you. I got, you know what I'm saying. I got the money now. If you were anteing up for something, you know what I'm saying. Let's just say that you needed to help a relative out,
right?
And you needed $5,000 for it, and it was 20 of y'all willing to do it. Y'all kicked out. I hate math, so I'm not even doing that. Y'all kicked out the proper amount of money.
Yeah, right.
Piece, okay. Let's say 18 of y'all did it. And y'all got up to 5,000, and we're still looking, but 2 of y'all didn't do it, and we like, yo, you didn't put in. Well, y'all got 5,000 already, so y'all don't need my bread. How you feel about that?
Did they agree to put in?
Who the fuck is somebody dragging a body in the background? What the fuck was that? It sounded like somebody heard.
I heard that too.
What the hell was that? It sounded like somebody.
It sounded like a box, right?
Yeah, like somebody was dragging something. But go ahead. So.
Did they say that those two? Did they say they were definitely going to chip in?
No. Everybody said that they were going to chip in.
Okay, so then they got up to 5,000, and they went to get more from the last two, and like, hey.
No, they went to go get their fair share. If it's 5,000, please somebody do the math, because I don't want to sound like a fucking super dickhead. If it's 20 people, I think it's $400 a pop. Don't get me. Please don't do that. Don't make me seem like a fucking moron. It's
so $5,000 between 20 people.
Right, divided by 20. I'm sorry, $250 a pop. All right, $250 a pop. So the 18 people didn't get the 5,000. Right. They got the 5,000 because they needed to get to it. So let's say that they decide some people kicked out.
So they gave more.
Some of them gave more. Some of them might have gave like extra 20 or something like that, and it probably totaled up to that. The other two though are so fucking tight that because you was waiting on their checks to come in, you said, all right, your check in on Friday. They need it by Thursday. We're going to do that. You kicking in for it. Well, how much y'all got? Oh, we got 5, you know what I'm saying, now, but we, you know
First
what I'm saying?
First of all, if you know who you're dealing with, you don't say, we don't know how much we got yet, but.
Right, yeah, exactly. And that's kind of my point. You're proving my point when it comes to that.
You already, especially with family.
I know everybody has different situations.
You know who you're dealing with. Financially, you know who to ask and who not to ask. because there are going to be situations where people help you
Mm-hmm.
for the sake of saying they helped you.
Mm.
And there's going to be people that help you because they're genuinely concerned.
Concerned, right, about helping.
Those
Exactly.
that want to help you,
Mm-hmm.
and they do help you,
Yeah.
will never mention that again.
Hmm.
Those that want to help you,
Right.
to say that they helped you,
Mm-hmm.
will tell everybody they helped you.
Ain't that some shit?
And I mean, I've seen it firsthand. Like, I've posted online saying that it's nobody's business if you help somebody. Like, if Keith helped Kelly,
right,
and Kelly wants to say publicly, out loud, I want to thank Keith for everything that he did to help me in this situation.
Right.
That's my place to say it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Keith may never ever tell anybody he helped me.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
But the people that want to help you will tell everybody. You know, Keith would be like, "Yep, I helped her do this. I helped her do that. I helped her get where she is, and you know, she need to move out of her situation."
Right.
That's somebody that's more concerned with everybody else knowing how generous you are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So why do you feel as if that? So even taking it past that though, why do you feel as if that? And I know everybody has a certain type of, like, if you can't do it, then you can't do it. But for those that they can do the coveting of certain things when it comes down to it, because remember when we talked about the black wall thing, and this is just my thing. Black people have this thing. Black people really would rather move in a way that's being frugal and you not notice than to rather make it seem as if that they don't have, because they feel embarrassed by everybody if they don't have. If I can and somebody else can't, people look at it themselves individually. You start to look within yourself. And the last thing you want to do is have a motherfucker look within himself. You know what I'm saying? To say, hey, look.
Too deep.
You know what I'm saying?
Deep.
I'm looking deep in myself, and
I would rather somebody tell me if I could, I would.
Exactly.
But right now, I'm not in a spot where I can.
Exactly.
If there's something else that I can do,
yeah, exactly,
let me know. But I hate for somebody who can't,
right,
and say they will, and so then we're banking on that.
Yeah.
And now you can't.
Right, and now you can't. But you won't never say that you can't. You just like, nah, man, I don't think I should. I should have
because that goes to one of my downfalls.
Right.
Pride.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want everyone knowing what's going on in your house.
But nobody is saying that you need to give them the blueprint of everything in your life. You just need to,
but that's how they feel.
To say, you know, I can't.
But that's how they feel.
But let me tell you something. First and foremost, people need to cut the shit though, because what happens is that
it's a given that people need to cut the shit, but they haven't.
But the way that you move, the way that some people move it's evident. It's evident. I can see that you aren't.
I have eyes. Hell, I have 4 of them.
Exactly.
I peep your game.
Right.
But it's okay. It's okay.
People won't.
Like
move
even my best friend had gotten engaged.
Right.
And being a single mom, trying to make rent, car payment, you know, everything, I just could not be in her wedding. I was one of the first people she asked.
Yeah.
But it was just at this particular point in time.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. Absolutely. And I had to tell her, you know, how do you tell your best friend that's been your best friend since you were 14 years old?
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Okay. Right.
But because she's been my best friend, you know, one of my best friends since I was 14 years old, she understood.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, look, whatever I can do, you know, I'm in events at my hotel. If I can help you with the planning process, take you to help you pick out your dress, you know, whatever. Yeah. I can do that. But financially, right now, I can't commit to buying a dress.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's commendable, because people, that's what I'm saying, because at the end of the day, you can't always, you know what I'm saying, an expectation is one thing, but the reality is something different.
Yeah.
So all in all, you know what I'm saying? And I know most people that if they could, they would like, you know what? We're gonna figure out a way for it. Or if not, if you can't figure out a way for it, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You can wear something different. I don't even care. Some people are moving a different way when it comes to that. Or some people like, you know what? I don't want to mess up the scheme, but we'll figure something out. And it's great. Bro, your face is crazy this whole time. What the fuck do you have to say? Because
But you see how this was a whole different road than where you was going, Rocky?
It was a whole different. Definitely.
He was trying to make it a man-woman thing.
No, I was not. No. I was not. I wasn't. I wasn't.
I wasn't. Tell me the fuck is the timestamp.
I wasn't.
Timestamp on that shit. Yeah,
I wasn't. I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
No.
You got 1 minute. Go ahead where you.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
No, but what was you was thinking something the whole time that we was talking though. You had that.
I was somewhere else for a second.
He had some shit going on his head. He was like, this nigga, this that. He is like all these motherfuckers that said they wanted to support and they didn't support. We heard your thoughts.
I understand. I mean, look, as I said earlier, you see I'm wearing a Lion Breed t-shirt. I mean, a Lion Breed shirt. I mean, shout out to Lion Breed, Philly clothing line. Manuel Sidney, aka Philly Night Rider. It's his line. So I understand. Shout out to Throttle Gear. He about to revamp his line. I try to, any way we can support because it ain't always about financial. And like Kelly said, if you can't, and people get frustrated sometimes. Oh, I see you in the club, you drinking, and you always got the good smoke, and you ride a nice car, you all jewelried up. And dude, that's old money.
Can I be honest? Let me be honest with y'all. Let me be honest with y'all. And I hate to blow past the other one because right after this we're gonna get into the top five. I do because I am me, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do have an issue with this because the one thing that I can honestly say about what we do, I'm not asking for financial involvement from anybody.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
This is one of the simplest things.
All you have to fucking do is click on a podcast and listen.
And right now you have you have nothing but time.
You have nothing but time. See, absolutely. And that's kind of what bothers me. And what I say, like even when I was talking about it last night, I said, yo, press play and have shit playing in the background. I don't give a fuck. I said, but see, here's the deal. And you scroll across my time. One thing that I am a walking commercial. Every fucking time. I do it every morning.
Every morning.
Yeah, like
as soon it's probably like as soon as you bought, like I don't even know if it's that good morning, that wake up smash, because we have those. We have those. You know what I mean? Because it's not always a smash, it's just about getting ourselves together, getting our bearings, sitting on our phone for a second. So a lot of times that's when I'm checking shit out, and I'm pretty sure that's when check us out. Tune in. Kelly, did you have to go take a smash? Is that why you put the joint up?
She put the picture on.
Set yourself up.
You frozen. Your hairstyle changed. You frozen. There you go. It's different. But no,
I just couldn't look at you. I just no.
But see, no, because this is the deal. Like I said, and I say this and I say this again and again and again. I don't like to judge people off of that. You know what I mean? I never want to judge anybody and say this, that, and the third. You are who you are. You do whatever you want to do. You're
gonna listen to what you're gonna listen to. You're gonna tune into what you want to tune in.
That's what I'm saying. You will see
what will happen.
Those that are concerned about you on how they spend their time.
Yup. And then what happens?
I mean, and they say they have that relationship. Meaning, you see where people's minds are at by what they spend their time doing. Yeah. So those that want to support will listen. Even if they're not completely focused on the listening, they will push play.
But you know what happens though? When the wave comes.
I was going to say, and it's sad to say whether it's episode 50 or whether it's episode 100, when this truly takes all the way the fuck off because the sky is the limit for this podcast. Y'all don't understand. It's going to be certain ones that used to be a part of the squadrons. That's when they go, oh, them niggas is popping. We got to go hang up with them. What? Yo, where we going this weekend? You know what I mean? We going to Vegas?
What y'all going to be signing with?
Exactly. Well, what's going on with, y'all doing a show at Tower? What's
the whole thing is, had you been listening anyway,
There you
You
go.
already knew where we're going to be
There you go.
because
There
we
you go.
promote everything that we're doing,
Hey, yo,
Mhm.
I predict
whether it's individually or as a group
Mhm.
on each episode.
real shit. I think the
So if
question
you're
is gonna be,
listening, you're listening, and if you're not, you're out. Bye, boy.
hey,
Wrap it up.
real shit. My prediction for next year, right? For next weekend, next year, which will be Memorial Day, I say we're gonna either be recording live from either Cancun or Miami.
I did. You know what? I was thinking that myself. That's kind
You
of
know what I mean?
that's
I
kind of
ain't
the
mad
way.
at it. I
That's
need
Like,
to be somewhere.
like
listen.
that's what we're gonna be.
Mhm.
We gonna be somewhere
Yep.
Mm.
But
recording with the sun on our faces.
Can we go visit your family?
Shit.
oh
Let's
yeah,
go to
yeah, yeah.
Bahamas.
Make,
Oh,
Let's
spinning
go to
it,
Oh
Bahamas.
shit.
Let's go
Hell
get some
yeah.
family food.
Hell shit. Listen, y'all
spin it around.
y'all see why you'll see why I be doing that shit on pull up boy. You see me run up a goddamn coconut tree.
This nigga. Without further ado,
I think somebody's having a birthday party around my neighborhood because I hear
oh yeah,
I hear what's now. I hear a whole bunch of horns honking. So you know those
oh yeah,
drive
one of the
through
birthday
birthday parties.
parties. You know, it's
Okay, hold on. I'm back.
Copies. Whatever means purchase. Even if you bootleg this joint, I appreciate you. We 4 projects in, a whole lot more to go. Thanks for all the support. Riding out with you niggas. Despite what you may think,
right.
and what you may have heard. I am top 5 dead or
Dead or
alive.
alive.
Yo, everything is
All right. Before we get to the top 5 or whatnot, I had when you were just talking about Kelly, people people pulling practical jokes on people now. They putting signs in their yards saying that like grandma's 99 honk. You know what I'm saying? And niggas drive past people's cribs and be honking all day long and shit. I find that hilarious. That is hilarious. But, okay, Kelly Q, what is the top 5 for the day? The top 5, the top 5, the top 5.
Top 5
Mm-hmm.
gangster flicks.
Ooh.
Mr. Flicks. All right.
Gangster.
With
Gangster.
with not one but 2 honorable mentions.
The honorable mentions. Mm-hmm.
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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Lock
All
and
right.
load.
So my 2 honorable mentions.
Okay.
One is called The Family.
I heard that.
Robert De
that.
Niro.
Yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
That movie is first of all, is a gangster flick, but it's a comedy.
That's the crazy shit. Like,
Dang, I just remember my other one, my
I think I
third
heard
honorable mention, but we only going to focus on
Only
2.
two.
We only going to focus on 2.
Okay.
But The Family, Robert De Niro was a gangster turned informant, and they've been around the world in hiding, and witness protection because
Okay, I remember that movie.
they keep
Yeah. Okay,
they
I
keep
remember
destroying shit
that.
everywhere they
Yeah.
go.
Okay,
So they
I
wind
remember.
up
I was
in
like, damn,
France.
that sounds familiar. Okay, I
It's
remember that.
it's hilarious. Like all
Okay.
the son, the daughter, the mother, everybody gangster about their life. Even though he doesn't want them to be.
Right.
They
Right.
still handle
it's
business.
in their DNA.
It is in their DNA.
I remember that.
That came out 2013.
Okay.
My other honorable mention is Legend with Tom Hardy, and he played twins.
Tom Banderan.
He played the Cray twins, so he
What's the
played
Cray?
2 roles.
Oh, you talking about that one? Okay, it was another
right.
one.
So
Okay.
it's biographical, so it's true
Yeah. Okay.
about these 2 crazy ass gangster twins in 1960s London.
Okay.
But it's mad crazy. That's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5 is a new one that I actually just watched, and I didn't know it was going to be. I didn't think it was going to be as good. What in the world?
I don't even ask me. I
Oh.
was trying to pull up something.
I didn't know if it was going to be as good as it turned out to be.
Okay.
The Kitchen with Melissa McCarthy in it.
That was good.
It was so
What?
good. Melissa
Really? Was that good?
McCarthy, Tiffany Haddish,
Tiffany Haddish.
Common.
Yeah.
It was Tiffany Haddish needs to do dramatic roles.
Really?
She needs to do drama because
Yeah, that's what I heard. I
she
heard she's good at that. Yeah.
she killed this role.
And that was a gangster movie?
It was a gangster movie because it's the Irish mob. So they are all wives. All three of the women in this movie are wives in the Irish mob.
Is this like another version? So it wasn't like the Gang of Roses.
Okay.
No,
Wow.
no.
Yeah.
So this is like 1970s Irish mob. All three of their husbands get caught, go to jail.
Okay.
So the family said we're going to take care of you, but they're really not taking care of anything. So somehow these women turn it around while their men are in jail, and they become the lead.
This shit popping.
Oh,
this shit popping.
Okay.
And then they start spreading out into,
that's a no spoiler alerts because that's a new movie.
Oh.
Ain't nobody really seen it. No spoilers.
So I need y'all to watch that.
Okay, got it.
Number 4, which I just watched the other day. That's how I came up with this list. The Gangster Squad. Yes. Sean Penn and Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
Okay, remember that. Yep, I remember that. That was a good one.
That was a goodie. Like when I saw it was coming on, I was like, yo, gotta watch it. Like, I stopped everything I was doing.
Josh Brolin will ever be known as Thanos, so anything that Thanos is in, I'm watching. I've been watching him since he was.
And the fact is, he really wasn't in that movie. He was just a voice.
But
everything else was CGI.
But I told y'all last week that when me and Don was watching Goonies, Bran, he played Mike's older brother in the Goonies, and when I said to him, I said, that's Thanos. He was like, oh my God, it is Thanos. So even though he was only a CGI, he did do all the facial motions and all the, motion capture for it.
Yeah.
So it's not like he.
Yeah, I mean, it was based on his face. Yeah,
based on his face.
And it was funny because he had 2 Marvel movies out at the same time. He had to get in shape because he was Cable too. He was Cable and Deadpool too.
Yeah, Deadpool too. Yep.
And those movies were playing directly at the same time. It was hilarious.
Both Marvel characters. Yep.
Number 3. Godfather 1.
Okay, Godfather 1. Okay.
I have to be specific. 1.
Okay.
Don't judge me. I didn't watch The Godfather until probably maybe 5 years ago.
That's blasphemy.
I said, don't judge me. I said, don't judge. Stop looking at me like that, Ruffy. Don't judge me. I'm a woman.
Yeah, I know. But you also don't
the black woman.
You hate butterflies. That's
I hate butterflies.
Like yeah.
I hate butterflies. I'm scared of butterflies.
You're scared of butterflies, yeah.
I hate butterflies.
Butterflies in the sky. That song used to scare the shit out of you, didn't it?
Take a look. Set up a reading rainbow. Anyway.
Are we doing that right now?
So number 3, 1972, number 1, The Godfather, De Niro, Pacino.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wait.
Everybody.
You just said The Godfather twice.
You said The Godfather.
I said number 3. I said I'm still on number 3. I'm still talking about.
You said The Godfather. You said The Godfather 2. You said The Godfather.
No, I said The Godfather 1.
1972. You said one.
And De Niro wasn't in The Godfather 1.
Yes, he was.
I'm Mr. Know-It-All. No, he wasn't.
De Niro played the father.
Not
in the
until
flashbacks. Is that part
Godfather
2,
Kelly?
Okay, well, whatever. I love De Niro.
All right, go ahead.
Number 2.
Number 2. Go ahead.
1987. Kevin Costner. The Untouchables.
You motherfucker. You be taking shit off my list, yo.
De Niro. De Niro.
Yes.
3 movies on my list.
I knew that was going to be on somebody's list. That's my list.
Nero making everybody's list. Go ahead. We
Untouchables. But my favorite part of the Untouchables, very end, when they're on top of the roof, and Frank and Mitty tells Kevin Costner, your friend died like a stuck Irish pig. And then he looked at him. He's like, say what? Then he started walking him off the roof, and he threw him off the roof. Did he sound anything like that?
Sean Connery was the man in that movie too.
Yo, for
that was
real.
one of my favorite Sean Connery
was
roles.
he not?
Yeah, he was the man.
My number 1
Mm-hmm. Number
My
one.
number one.
What was that?
1997.
Mm-hmm.
Donnie
Hoodlum.
Brasco. Who?
No, you better not. Hoodlum was the shit.
Hoodlum with Lawrence Fishburne,
Lawrence
Vanessa
Fishburne.
Williams.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That was the
That
shit.
was my movie.
That was
Like
the shit.
every movie that I've listed, out of the
Yeah.
7 movies I listed,
Right.
these are movies that if they come on right now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
sit
going
there
to
and watch.
watch.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
turning the channel. I'm going to watch.
Yeah, but that's a good gangster movie has that effect on you. You're just going to sit down and you're going to watch that movie.
Yeah.
That's just kind of how it works. You know what I mean?
Married to the Mom of Holland Falls. Sorry, go ahead.
Look, she gonna sneak 2 of them. Get the fuck out of here. Sneak 2 more in there.
That was 8, 9.
No, you not here with that shit. Go ahead, bro. Top 5.
All
What you got?
Honorable mention.
Mhm.
Number 1, we going to American Gangster, 2007.
Yep.
Denzel.
Yep.
Shit. Love that movie. Yep.
Blue
That was a good
Magic.
one.
It's a product.
That's
Yep.
something I will watch.
It is a
I will.
brand.
It is a brand.
That. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
My next honorable mention,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna go to 1993. Rest in peace, John Singleton. Minister Society. Minister Society.
Okay.
Minister Society. Because
Was
that
Menace
movie-
Society really a gangster movie?
Mhm.
All right, nah, I get that. I get that.
It was a thug movie.
Yeah, I mean, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could say that because the niggas that did, yeah, you right, because the niggas that they had beef with, the niggas he had beef with at the end, they was gang members. So I mean, it was a lot of gang activity. So it was a gangster movie. I can dig that. Number 4.
Number
Was it-
5. Number 5. Those are my two.
All right, my fault. Number 5.
Number 5.
Mm-hmm.
1997. I split this out already.
Mm-hmm.
Donnie Brasco. Donnie Brasco.
Okay.
Donnie Brasco.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
what's the name was in there
for a second.
Yeah,
Let's talk about the ultimate snitch ass informants.
that's the only.
At least Donnie Brasco had a fucking heart. You know what I'm saying? But he damn sure walked Lefty right the fuck into that shit. He could have warned him. But I think Lefty knew though. When Lefty found
Lefty
out
knew.
he knew.
Lefty knew.
He took that shit on the chin and said, "Look, listen, I vouch for Donnie, so that's the reason why he let them kill him." Fuck that. I'd have been like, "Yo, I don't know this motherfucker." You know what I'm saying? Or
but see what that was an honor. That's what shit was about, honor and code.
You're right. No, you are absolutely right.
Boy fucked up. Donnie fucked up, and he knew he fucked up.
Right.
But he also knew he fucked up because he greenlighted him.
Yeah.
So he was the cause for him being in there.
Al Pacino was the fucking man, dude. Go ahead. Number 4.
Number 4. Mr. Sergio Leone's last performance, 1984, Once Upon a Time in America.
That was a good one. I haven't seen that movie in fucking forever.
Yeah,
that was a good one. I haven't seen that movie in forever. I gotta go rewatch that. Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. What else you got? Number 3.
Number 3, we're going to 1990. I was 10 years old.
Right.
Motherfucking Goodfellas came out.
Yeah. Of course.
Am I a clown?
Huh?
Am I here for your amusement?
What do you mean?
I make you laugh?
What do you mean I laugh? What do you mean I'm funny? What do you mean I'm funny? I'm funny like how? Like I'm here to amuse you? Like I'm here to fucking amuse you? That's what I said.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Number 2.
Number 2. We're gonna take it to 91.
Yeah,
because I'm giving out them years too, Kelly. I'm giving out them years too. We on them years. We gonna again say, rest in peace to that good brother. The Boys in the Hood.
Was Boys in the Boys in the Hood was a gang. No, they was no. Doughboy was a gangbanger. They was a gang.
But you wouldn't say that was a gangster crime movie.
Did you not see?
Oh no. I think the beat.
How Ricky got killed. I mean,
he got killed by Bloods.
And then they turned back around. You know, what you call wasn't ready. He wasn't man enough for that shit. So he got to plug out the car.
Google is listed as a crime drama, but I just
it really is.
It's also listed.
It's his list. I'm gonna leave his list.
They only delved into the violent part of it, so it wasn't like organized crime, but it damn sure was some sort of crime. No, absolutely. Number one.
I was 3 years old when this came out.
Oh Lord.
Shit years old. You want to play rough? Okay. Say hello to my little friend.
That's my shit. That
Scarface.
That might be.
We were just talking about this shit.
You know how certain shit is just bar for bar the greatest. I think Scarface might be bar for bar one of the greatest movies ever.
It was no.
That's just it just
I
just has shit.
That's Pacino and Pfeiffer.
I had Godfather 1 and 2. I had Godfather 1 and 2 listed too as good possibilities, as well as King of New York. But my number one, Scarface is that was it, man. If that wasn't one of the most gangsters movies ever, how could you know what I mean?
Yeah, it just was. Yeah. It just was. It was the shit. All right, good list. All right, let me see what I came up with here. My
and your Scarface was directed by the same person that directed my Untouchable. So
yeah,
Brian De Palma.
Yeah,
Palma.
Yeah. So
and Carlito's Way.
Yeah, Brian De Palma. He was that bull. My honorable mentions. Yeah, my honorable mentions. First one, 1988 film. Old school.
Well, he did the Black Dahlia.
Of course, Young Guns. Young Guns was my shit. Young Guns 2 was actually a better all-around film, but Young Guns kind of set the precedence for it.
With my Bon Jovi theme song.
Yeah, I think that they were stretching a little bit with Young Guns too, but I think that to me I enjoyed the film a little bit better. But Young Guns was the shit. My second one is
number 4.
Oh yeah. No. My second honorable
mention.
Yeah, is it's gonna fuck your head up or whatnot because I ain't even delved in the crux of it. But honorable mention is Goodfellas. 1990. Okay. Yep.
Number 3. Okay.
Yeah, this just
1990. 1990.
Yeah, 1990. That's what I said. Yeah.
You said 80.
No, I meant to say 90. Sorry. 1990. Goodfellas, yeah.
13.
Goodfellas.
I was 10.
Goodfellas just had that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they had that it just had something about it. It was like, yeah, this is good. A good movie. You know, the good gangster style of movies.
Yeah.
Number 5 is Heat.
That's what I couldn't think of, yo. That's what I couldn't think of.
1990.
That's Pacino and De Niro, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And you would think that, and it was the most organized crime because their gang was a gang that was about that shit. Like, look, we in there about that life. Driver. Yeah, about that life. We got the driver.
Was it Sean Penn in that too?
No, Val Kilmer.
Which movie? It was one movie that had Sean Penn and Pacino and De Niro in it. Because I remember Sean Penn had this curly hair.
Wait a minute. Wait. Sean Penn wasn't it? He was the one he had to kill. That's why he went back to kill Sean Penn. That's the reason why after they got away with it, he had to go back to clean up the loose ends. And I think Sean Penn was the guy he had to go back to kill, if I'm not mistaken. I'm
looking up the cast now. Right? I'm looking at the cast now.
Yep, he had to go back.
But Al Pacino was in it too. I mean Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer. That shit. That was what made Val Kilmer a household name. Yeah. Val Kilmer was the only one that got away. What?
Val Kilmer.
Well, so Top Gun. No. Top Gun was one thing. Huh?
Willow.
All right, Willow. You're right.
Far back.
But everybody focused more on
Danny Trejo was in it. Dennis Hayward. Come on.
Everybody
was in it. So Hank Azaria was in it. Tone Loc was in it.
Number
Henry
4.
Rollins.
Look, you giving the whole damn cast. Number
Ricky
4.
Harris was in it. I forgot.
What, the comedian?
Yes.
Oh shit, he passed away a few years back, didn't he?
Yeah, God bless. Yeah.
All right. Number 4, 1987 film. Kelly already mentioned it. The Untouchables. That shit. Matter of fact, then that might have also been one of the bloodiest gangster movies ever, whatnot. I just don't understand how Sean Connery got shot 877 times on that balcony and didn't die right away. Like he laid on that floor.
He was a fighter.
He laid on that floor bleeding out for like an hour in the movie. I'm like, God damn, he's still alive like this. Like
had to wait for Kevin Costner to get there so he could give him the information. And the moment he gave the information, he was like, I'm done.
Damn.
He wasn't going to stop until his job was done.
That was a hell of a scene.
Just like a whopper, bringing a knife to a gunfight.
Oh man, what you call? All right, so
I remember my dad taking me to see that. My mom and my dad. Yes.
Your parents was wrong with it. They didn't take you to go see. Well, you know what? No, I ain't gonna say that because my mom took me. My mom took me to see some shit. She took me to see Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, my mom
I was like 7. I was in that theater like this is the most. If I was different, if it wasn't me that was, you know what I mean, who was watching it, I would have been scarred as a kid. But the next movie came out the year that I was born. I've already mentioned it.
Oh, it's an old
movie. Like I said, one of the most 1983. One of the most complete. Don't do that. One of the most complete movies I've ever seen. Scarface. Just Pacino, man. Yo.
Pacino is everything.
I can't.
Pacino and De Niro, they are like
so much coke in a
the ultimate.
I can't even have a little fucking baby with her, man. that shit right there. It was parts in that movie that I was like, yo. You know what the funny thing about gangster movies is?
Hey, Itchy, get the yayo.
The crazy thing about movies now, a lot of these gangster movies is that they were so politically incorrect. There were things that you can't even get away with in cinema now that they were doing back then. No. You just can't. You can't say some of the shit. Some of the shit he said in a fucking restaurant alone, you can't say on film now.
Right.
Say good night to the bad guy, because you've never seen a bad guy like this before.
Like
I got Heat mixed up with Carlito's Way. So Sean Penn was in Carlito's Way with that afro.
I think that Sean Penn was in Heat. I think Sean Penn was in Heat. No, I just looked up. You looked it up?
Yeah.
Then it might what was the other Penn in it, the fat one, Kyle Penn?
His brother?
Yeah.
I didn't see him.
He might have been in it. Yeah. I think he might have been in it. Or he might have been, I think he was in Heat. I'm almost certain. Don't quote me on it, but if you check it out, let me know. Number 2, because of the simple fact that you can roll them all into one movie except the third one, I'm going to say this, and I don't give a fuck how y'all feel about it. Godfather 1 and 2 are one fucking movie because I watch them back to back all the time. The 6 hours.
You kind of got to.
Yeah, you got to. So 6 hours now. Godfather 1 and 2 is Pacino and De Niro, never on the camera at the same time. But right. But you know what I'm saying? Like you can do that.
De Niro plays
Pacino's father.
What's the father in the first one?
Don Corleone, but it's Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando. But to see Robert De Niro play Marlon Brando.
But see Marlon and
just right there.
You know what's gonna fuck you up though? Out of all those movies, the only Oscar that was given besides the Best Picture was Best Actor to Marlon Brando for that movie.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. Like to me,
it still makes it a legendary movie,
right? It's just crazy. All of them was in
with awards.
Fucking who was in it? Scott Conn was in it. Like it was just
not Scott.
Steve
James.
Scott is his son. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
From Hawaii 5-0. Don't my Jimmy Conn. I love some Jimmy Conn.
He got his ass lit up on that bridge too. That was another shooting.
When I say I will watch anything that man is in, I will. He had a TV show called Las Vegas, which was one of my favorite shows.
Right.
That just came on last Sunday on a little marathon. I'm watching that.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Eraser with Vanessa Williams.
James Conn. He
passed
away recently.
No.
Oh, he's still alive?
Yeah,
is
Jimmy Conn is still alive.
Jimmy Conn. Okay, well, listen,
and the funny thing is, he plays almost Italian in almost every movie he's in.
He was Irish. Remember he whooped.
Remember
he beat. Remember he beat. He was in I Love You Boy with Adam Sandler and Andy Samberg, and he whooped Andy Samberg's ass and whatnot when he took off. He was all swole. He played the priest. He played the priest and whatnot, and he beat Andy Samberg. That shit was funny. But my number one, ain't nobody said it. My favorite gangster movie of all time because it was so fucking intricate and it had all the heavy hitters. I'm talking De Niro. I'm talking Pesci. I'm talking a couple other bulls. I forget, you know what I'm saying? And also Sharon Stone was Casino. Remember Casino? Dog. Yo, favorite one of all time. That scene where they fucking beat Pesci with the bat. until he couldn't move, but he was still alive, and they buried him. That shit was the wickedest shit.
Was that
ever.
in the one in the field?
Yeah, when
He
they was in
got
the
beat
field.
in the field.
They beat him in the field and buried him while he was still alive. Or whatnot. That shit was raw. I'm like, yo, that was some crazy shit. But that's my top 5 or whatnot. That was a hell of a situation.
Real crazy thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about this initially when I first was putting together my list, and I just got reminded of it again. I forgot about it. Would y'all consider Shotters a gangster motherfucking film?
I've never seen all of it, so
I never. That Shotters of one movie. I never watched the whole thing, but I do understand.
Yeah, like Shotters, you need close.
You do. Pon the river, pop, boy, blood clot, but yeah, I'm saying, don't get me wrong.
Here's a question. That
shit was gangster.
But
here's a question for you.
Okay.
So I'm looking at the cast of they don't even say Godfather 1 or 2. It's just the Godfather saga.
Exactly.
So I'm looking at the cast. I'm looking at Robert De Niro now. I'm looking at Marlon Brando.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they could remake, because the director is still alive? Mm-hmm. Do you think they could remake The Godfather now with Robert De Niro as the older Vito?
No, because the one thing that I can say about Robert De Niro is Robert De Niro is almost a dramatic character actor. He needs his facial expressions and his inflections to work. Brando had to talk like this for most of the movie and make you believe that what he was saying was real. And what it actually was,
but
it was
I'm
his,
saying,
it was
if
his
we're
calm
remaking
demeanor.
it, he doesn't have to do that. He can make Vito his own now.
I just wouldn't see the point of putting De Niro in that role, only to pay homage to Brando. Like, and that's kind of how I feel. You could do it to me, to say we're doing everything to keep up with the lineage, but to be honest with you, for what? You know what I'm saying? I think that Brando just did a very, very good job. Original. He was a perfect, because it was like everything about him was so matter of fact. He'll tell you, I love you like I love my only son. And then he'll say, call Luca Brasi, put a price on his head. Same fucking inflection. Same thing. He didn't get out of character. Yeah, he was that
lower,
guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everything was the same move, but that's good look. Fuck that. Great talk on that. Leads me directly into the naked truth. Yeah, I think the naked truth just needs to go back to just finding a way to support.
Just took that puff and looked at it.
Yes. But no, the naked truth, like, honestly, I think I'm really bothered by, you know what I'm saying, people, especially in the conditions that we are now and whatnot, where we are. I don't believe that it's so, but I believe the way that we feel, where people feel like we could be here 1 minute and go on the next and whatnot. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you got to kind of like show love. Just give people their flowers while they're here, or, you know what I'm saying, respect them, you know what I'm saying, or if you're looking to do something. Remember we were talking about this is the time period, and if you're looking to get something off the ground, to go forward and go move forward with it. I also think that's the same with, you know what I mean, showing praise and kind of, you know what I'm saying, supporting situations, you know what I'm saying, because I think if you support, people will support back. And to be honest with you, this is...
And if your money, pay that shit back. You ain't see my post the other day?
Yes, I saw your post the other day.
And I'm looking at people laughing like, oh, y'all think that's a joke.
Yeah, exactly.
Run me my money.
Yeah, run me that motherfucking money. But, I mean, to be honest with you, I think that it's just one of those things, man. We just need to build... We need to have better integrity, man. We just, you know what I'm saying? We are so engulfed in ourselves that it's hard to get out of our own fucking way. You know what I'm saying? It don't cost you nothing. I think, matter of fact, I heard Gilly say this shit one time when you say giving games, don't cost you nothing. Don't cost you nothing to give a nigga some love. Does you know what I mean, to say I respect what you doing, or that I like what you doing, or to even pick up your Spotify, your iTunes, your fucking Stitcher, and click a fucking link and say, you know what? I'll give this shit a listen.
Motherfuckers on YouTube 2/3 of the day.
Ain't that some shit? So you put the shit out there. It's on. I think, look, it's on everything. All you got to do is play this shit. And then the funny thing about it is that the ones that do like it, they become regular listeners. You know what I'm saying? People make time for what they want to make time for. And it sucks, but that's the way things operate in life. So all I'm saying is that I'm not doing this as a commercial for the Mr. Know-It-All podcast, but what I'm saying is
doing
that
it for a commercial
really
point blank for everybody.
You know what I'm saying? For everybody.
It's a coverage.
Absolutely.
Everything of anything that you want to support.
Absolutely.
Anything that you're interested in.
Or at least try to support, because
check it out.
At the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you why karma's a motherfucker. And the way the support works is that you gonna want support back, and there ain't gonna be nobody there to support you if you don't support somebody. Shit, that's something that I had to understand years ago. Some people don't get it. Some people don't get it because it's gonna be something that you want. Or it's not even gonna be something that you worried about. Maybe it's gonna be your kids or your nieces or your nephew. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, they doing something. Can y'all support this? Somebody in the back of their mind gonna be like, no. You know what I'm saying? When you support me. Yeah. And that's the whole point. Or there could be a better person to say, you know what, even though you didn't, I will. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that sucks. You know what I mean? Just don't be that person. That's the naked truth for me. Like honestly.
Just to piggyback real quick on your naked truth.
Right.
For those that we do try to support.
Right.
My tip to you is to have good customer service.
There you go. Have a quality product.
Have a quality product, because you can still have a quality product and horrible customer service.
That's true too. Yep.
You know, I want to buy that item.
Yeah.
But the people that work there are so nasty and shady, I don't want to go in there at all. I've been to hair salons, and it was a hair salon around the corner that I was like, it's close to the house, I'm gonna try it out.
Right.
I sat there 15, 20 minutes before someone acknowledged me. And then say, you know, someone will be with you in another 15, 20 minutes. So now I've sat there for almost a half an hour. Yeah. I'm going to have to sit there for another half an hour before someone even acknowledges what I need done.
Absolutely.
I left.
Right.
I never came back. And many years ago, when I was a little twinkle in the world, there was a commercial on TV about some shampoo. And the girl loved the shampoo. And she told two friends, and she told two friends. You don't understand. The best advertising and the worst advertising comes from the word of mouth.
Absolutely.
Because word of mouth is coming from your experience.
And people
my experience at your shop gets told to Nikki, Damali, and Monet. And when Nikki and Damali and Monet talk, they talk to their three other friends.
Yep.
And that information gets around.
Yep.
So you're either going to step it up.
Yep.
Or you're going to fall off.
Absolutely. And take heed to what Kelly Q was saying, because also whatnot, and don't use that as your fucking excuse either. But that's what niggas like to do. Niggas like to take that, what you just said, make it an excuse. Well, you know what I'm saying? Niggas need to come a better customer service. That's the reason why I'd rather go cop from over here than over here. I'm like, nigga, cut that shit the fuck out. You ain't never been there. Or, you know what I'm saying? When you went there, you act like a shitty customer. So therefore, it's a full circle. Round robin. It's a full circle of it.
It's,
you know
it's sad that we feel as if we need somebody else to validate shit first for us to be interested and intrigued. If no one else is interested in things,
right?
And that's a sad thing, because even as kids,
you're interested.
But that's something even as kids. Like if with a lot of these, you know, designs, outfits, you know, period, personas came from, because if nobody liked this type of thing, most people didn't follow it. Those who did, they were outcasts, weirdos, whatever the hell.
Right.
We always needed some kind of validation for it to be cool.
Right.
Bump that. Check shit out for yourself. Find out people are really dope in real life for yourself. Find out their products are really dope in real life for yourself.
If you like it, don't let it depend on anybody else. Taste, you know, what I wear, I wear for Kelly. I don't wear, you know, I don't wear for my son. I don't wear for my mom. I don't wear for, you know, whatever. I do what I do for me. And if you like it, you like it. Jump on. If you don't, well, that's you. I can't wear what everybody else wear, and everyone can't wear what I wear. But when I'm comfortable and I'm happy, then we're good. But all I'm saying, we're gonna come back, and then we're gonna go into the tails.
Right. Yep.
Just please make sure that your service to your customers, the people that you want to support you, matches your item that you're going to sell. No,
absolutely. No.
If you have a quality item, quality customer service, because the item is not what has me coming back.
Right.
It's
right.
your service.
It's the service
and your concern.
Yep. Absolutely.
You know, I may not go to the same nail salon to get my pedicure all the time. I have about 3 that I go to, but those 3 that I go to are consistent in their service.
Right.
That make me come back. So, you know, it's like when we find that hair salon we like, because they're doing a good job on their hair. We want to keep going back.
So what you're saying, with you, price doesn't become an issue.
Price,
because a lot of people, honestly,
if I feel that it's worth it, then it's worth it.
And that's the whole point. It has to be worth it. Whatnot.
I'm just too used to an experience, and we see this shit. Niggas always want the best quality shit.
Fuck all that. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing discounts or whatnot. You know what you're worth. When you know what you're worth, you move accordingly with the way.
I had to shut it down with the networking game night. Not that networking game night is shut down, but I had to shut someone down.
Right.
So the ticket prices for game night were I think $20 for one person, and then I did $25 for 2.
Oh, okay.
You just throw another $5 in, you know, whatever.
Right.
And somebody hit me up and said, well, she doesn't stay out late. Okay, well, don't bring her. Pay the $20 and get your game on.
Yeah, I've been.
If you want to support.
I used to do shows and parties.
You ask her for, you know, well, why don't you make the price this and that? Are you running this event?
Right. Exactly.
You can either support. You can either pay the ticket price that is on the ticket, that's on the page, that's on the advertisement, or you can just stay your ass at home, because I don't need that energy. Here.
No, you're absolutely right. People have that. People have that tendency to do that. We ain't gonna do, because we're gonna start attacking people. And I don't want to attack people.
Make me have to go in right now. I don't want the tales from the industry to be about.
Exactly.
Always trying to get the hookup or to hold me a ticket at the door or the
exactly.
And I've been promoting this shit for 3 months.
He already going to Here we go.
I done had friends do comedy shows or whatever. If that's your friend and that's your people, if you can and you want to enjoy
support it, present it accordingly, and support. Exactly.
If it falls on the date that you can't go, I'm sorry, I can't support. Best wishes and good luck to you.
There you go.
Prime example, game night.
Let me know when the next show is.
Listen, the last game night, I had the DJ. I had the DJ. Yeah, I had my son's game night, the DJ. And I said, if anything, I'm gonna try to make it early for a second. If I can't, best wishes.
Right.
So you niggas got
that shit. It's not hard to do that.
No, I get it. Listen, y'all, I get it, because we can sit here, we can talk about this all night. But what I do want to, and now,
maybe forget.
And now, well, first and foremost,
I know what you're asking yourself, and the answer is yes. I have a nickname for my penis. It's called the Octagon, but I also nickname my testes. My left one is James Westfall, and my right one is Dr. Kenneth Noisewater. You ladies play your cards right, you just might get to meet the whole gang.
I can't.
So
I'm so over it.
And just a little something.
I'm so over it.
It's time for Tales from the Industry from our very own sexual adventure.
Sexual adventure?
Ain't gonna play the adventure.
All right.
Y'all gonna make me watch Endgame today.
Listen, I can't.
Rockstar Hendrix.
I only watch it. I watch Endgame by fast forwarding to the last 45 minutes.
No, you done lost your mind. I'm watching everything. I might watch Infinity War and Endgame, and that'll take down the rest of the day.
I just might go. Yeah, it might be Avengers Day. That might be.
I told my son one day during this whole mess, we're gonna watch all of them.
Damn. One day. That's 1 week. That's 23 movies. 23 movies. All 2 hours and
at
something.
3 hours apiece.
Yeah, exactly. So, and now,
It's gonna feel like one day.
industry featuring R. Ryder. What you got for him today, Jim?
Ryder. I'm scared.
I guess I want to be nasty today. I'm gonna tell a nasty tale.
Mhm.
Some, this is one of those better not bring your kids
Every time you
moments.
talk, it's better not
Bring your kids. I know niggas kids ain't been around in a while for the tale from the industry. Go ahead.
This story. I had a female who had been trying to get at me. And I was attracted to her. I wanted to hit to. I ain't gonna hold. It's just timing never worked for a couple years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this was back when I was playing softball at the time. So this was like 07, 08. So we finally started linking up. Lee's rapping on the phone. So she hit me one night, late night, yo, come through. And she happened to be down north just like me. So
all right.
She like, well, my sister here. Now I already know she got a 1-bedroom apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, well, maybe her sister, because I know she also has kids. So I'm like,
damn,
all right,
house full.
the kids are probably, sleep at this point. So 9 times out of 10, she gonna have her sister go in the room with the kids, if anything, or her sister might roll out. I don't know, because I know her sister.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
okay.
That wasn't quite how this situation turned out.
We
Get there. Of course, sister's in the living room with her chilling. They rolling up.
I'm here.
I roll up. But before I finish rolling up, my zip has been unzipped. Of my pants, I've been stripped. And the first one took a lick from the tip. About 15 minutes into the situation, the sisters were tasting each other. Yeah, exactly. About 15 minutes into the situation, and this was out without any of my encouragement. The sisters were tasting each other.
They blood sisters?
Same father.
Yeah, that means they blood sisters.
Yeah. The sisters were tasting each other.
They do
that. Yeah.
They do this on the regular?
Listen, I didn't know any of this. And how it threw me off is one was pretty much taking my temperature. And, her sister decided to clean it up for me. Kelly's dying right now.
Oh, unreal. All right, so
yes, of course, I strapped up, got into the situation. And it was
I need some Pepto-Bismol.
I was multitasking like a pro. The first session lasted, I want to say, close to 2 hours. But here's the thing. I figured, of course, at that point that, I could go wash up and beat feet. No, I couldn't move. Sister went to go get the rag and washed me from my seat while the initial went and started cooking fucking breakfast. All right? Yeah.
Do they norm? They got it.
Where the kids?
The kids are in the bedroom sleep.
Damn, these kids.
At this point, at this point,
they were drugged.
Listen, I'm gonna give you a timestamp. I got there at about 12:30. So half an hour after midnight is when I got there. All right. At this point, it's like close to 3:30 when she's basically fucking cooking the eggs and grits and some other fucking bacon. She brought the food back out. She started feeding from me while her sister started feeding me. No, I'm talking the actual food. The actual food. No, yeah. I'm actually speaking on the food. A sister was feeding me my food.
Right.
The food that, the initial sister had cooked.
Right.
While the other one was trying to make sure my dick wouldn't go to sleep.
So you getting head and eating breakfast at the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's.
Ate some, got back to having fun with the sisters. Real sisters.
Did you eat the breakfast? Hold on, man.
Yeah, I just said the
the
sister was. I just told you it was some
Did
grits,
you eat the breakfast?
cheese, eggs, and some bacon. Yes,
Damn.
I definitely fucked up that bacon. You know, I loves me some bacon. Fuck that. And then I got back to this shit with them. They actually fuck around and got 3 nuts out of me. I left there at about 8 o'clock in the morning and had to be at baseball practice by 9 o'clock. I had time to get home, take a shower, walk the dog, get to practice, and couldn't run around for shit because had no kind of energy, no kind of testosterone because they drained that shit from my sack. And yeah, turned around and went back like a week later for round 2. Well, technically round 4.
And they both were still with it. Did you ever ask if they do that on a regular basis? I mean, I would have asked a whole lot of questions. I would have just been like, yo, do y'all normally share niggas?
Both of them.
Because they ran
like, are y'all really
they're
biological?
Both, no, they actually have the same fucking biological father.
Did they grow up in the same house?
They weren't raised together. They weren't raised together.
That doesn't matter.
I mean, that's not really an excuse.
It doesn't make it right.
I know.
It doesn't make it
right. I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm just saying that, you know.
I didn't expect this shit to happen. I mean, I've had women, you know, but I didn't know that they were really
sisters.
Actually, sisters. When the shit went down, I thought that they were just homegirls saying that they were actually sisters.
Right.
I literally didn't find out because maybe a couple months later is when I went away. This was actually 2008. A couple months later is when I went away. And actually both of them was writing me. And both of them would actually come up at times to see me at school. Yeah, I mean, was put money on my books. Yeah, I mean, everything. Yeah, because I was cool with both, but the other sister,
my stomach hurt.
It was the second time that, you know, we all had that. And from there, it was like, all right, you cool, but I'll keep hitting this one. And then she brought another friend into the fold that.
You remember what Martin had? You know how Martin on his TV show was fighting, and he got knocked out and knocked into the wall.
Yeah, Tommy Hearns.
He was fighting Tommy Hearns and got knocked on the wall, and then he started looking at Gina talking about, I don't want to fight no more. I won't fight no more. I don't want to hit no more.
Like
I don't
just
my stomach, literally my stomach is turning. I don't.
Yeah.
So I had to put my drink down.
Again, I didn't know at the time that they were.
They did. But they
so they had you said they introduced a third girl after that.
No. The sister introduced the main sister who I actually had came there for.
Yeah.
She had me come meet up with her, and she had another girlfriend. Actually, used to live on my old block at this time. And it was one of those I couldn't touch her because you know her visitor was in. So
okay. I thought you were gonna say that she had rules. I'm like,
no.
Oh.
The girlfriend was a butterface. I just couldn't.
Right.
And she tried to suck it out, and it was like, you know what?
Didn't I say?
Hit me when your friend get out of town and for a couple of days. Because I just wasted time tonight.
See you later.
pretty fucking much. Pretty fucking much.
And that, folks, has been another disgustingly incestuous tale.
Oh my God, my stomach
from the industry. So Jesus Christ, bro. Yo.
I didn't know, but hey, it wasn't the first time I had real sisters. But it wasn't it wasn't that type of situation with
Martin,
the other times.
Martin Tommy Hearns.
Oh my gosh, man.
Oh man, no more Gina. No more.
Oh man. Yeah. So this has been a really, really good episode, y'all. Yo, that shit was I need to go take a shower because that shit that
you feel dirty.
Yeah, man.
I need some Pepto-Bismol. My stomach.
Yeah, that's disgusting, bro. Like, cause I just think that they do that shit on a regular basis, and they probably was.
They do that stuff in general.
Yeah, like
whether you was there or not.
And I don't. And see, here's the thing, right? I ain't gonna say most or all women do that any fucking way with girlfriends or good friends.
Oh, shit.
That. I see your eyes getting big and shit. I wasn't going there. I wasn't going to say that with sisters. No, I'm not. I wasn't going to say it with that.
Right.
But way before the big old pro is now okay, cool to be out and open with the gays. But one was an answer. The one who I came there for was an answer. Actually, she's still a not a video vixen, cam girl. She does not. She's a cam girl.
Oh, she's a cam girl.
She. That's literally how she makes her living.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, she's. But yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's nasty. It was nasty.
All right, thank you for listening.
It was nasty. But we go.
Kelly would have been with her background.
We're definitely going to end it on that.
I need some Pepto Bismol.
I just you know what? It's no, because the crazy thing about it is that when I think about these the tales from the industry shit, it with him, it's
you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, you don't.
Because it's. But as I said again,
I took my glasses off. I needed to make everything blurry.
I didn't really find out that they were actually biological same dad sisters until I was in jail. So it wasn't until after.
But
at the time it was just
it had nothing to do with you, but they knew.
They knew.
Nasty. They knew when you got there. They knew. They just knew.
Honestly,
I don't care
it's some aspect.
I don't care how freaky you are. They
didn't say anything about how freaky I am. I didn't say anything about.
No, that's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with you.
Man,
at
fuck
all.
that. Yo,
they knew.
All right, bro. I gotta play.
And that's disgusting.
Listen, as a nigga, I just thought I was having a great threesome.
In this world, you don't know how to express yourself, so you just gotta sing.
I just can't say, and it sounds so good. My feet is inside her. Oh man! But yo,
like I said, they knew before you got there. So even if you hadn't got there, something may have went down with them anyway. I should
have been a smart ass and waited until the end of it to let you know that they were actually real sisters. That's what I should have did.
That you should have waited to the end to spring that on.
Yeah.
But listen, let me exit this.
Make sure you listen to us on Spotify.
Anchor.
Look at you. You about to
Google.
Anchor.
Let me name them. Look, I got them in all in front of me. Check it out. Okay. Yo.
Google, Apple.
Make sure you listen to us on Spotify, Apple, Google, Stitcher, Home Team, Anchor. Forgot to mention y'all coming in. And YouTube. Once we get the video, YouTube is always a day late because I got to edit video. You know how that goes. IG.
A day late, but not $1 short.
There you go. Hit us up, IG, Mr_KnowItAll_pod. Facebook, the Mr. Know-It-All podcast, fan page. Jesus. Fan page. That's on Facebook. That's the big popping page right now that we do all the live shit from and all that. And please send your fuckery, suggestions, and stories, and all different types of. Oh yeah, Walk of Shame. We're looking for Walk of Shame stories and whatnot. So we started talking about that last night.
Yo, we got 525 people in the Facebook page right now.
On the Facebook page. So listen, send some of your Walk of Shame stories and whatnot over to the Mr. Know-It-All pod at gmail.com. Mr. Know-It-All pod at gmail.com. I'm watching. Mr. Know-It-All pod gmail.com. Please send that over there and whatnot. On behalf of my constituents that just had sex.
Not me. I don't know what that is. I don't even know what that is.
Does masturbation count?
It should.
That's when somebody said, go fuck yourself, and you be like, okay.
During the pandemic, yo, I'm pretty sure it's a bunch of strong-armed people gonna come out there like, damn, your definition is crazy right now.
What's that guy from Family Guy? He came out and he had one
Quagmire.
The strong
ass that Popeye arm.
His strong ass forearm, like, god damn. But
hey, what happened there?
On behalf of my constituents, Kelly Q,
hey,
R. Rosada,
your boy,
I'm Mr. Know-It-All. We love y'all. See you
Thank you
next
very
week.
much.
Talk to you next week. And by the way, you
Beans
cannot
and burritos. But you must
cannot
always
forget.
remember.
And never forget.
Must always remember.
Yeah.